And good evening and welcome to Frank Verischetti Field here in Brockway. Tonight, it's the District 9 Championship here in Single A, Redbank Valley. And Port Allegany, where you're in the Kerle Tire Pregame show, part of Kerle Tire High School football right here on the EYT Media Network. Mike Kalinowski, Dave Katis here with you tonight as we get set for this contest this evening. Well, Dave, you're back from your vacation, so you should be all nice and rested.
Oh, we're all ready to go, Mike. Ready to go, ready to go, ready to go.
And the voice coming back all right, too.
We're working on that as much as we can. We got some good tea. No additives in the tea tonight in the Stanley cooler, but, we'll be ready to go. And real excited for this big championship game tonight.
Yeah, it should be a great one here between these two. Earlier in the season, Redbank Valley got the better of Port Allegany, but District Championship, you never know. You just throw all that out and you get set, and this is a brand-new ball game. Should be a good one here tonight, and also we'll be keeping you updated. Our second broadcast tonight, it is over at Clarion's Memorial Stadium as Central Clarion takes on Westinghouse tonight. That broadcast, if you are wanting to see that is only available on NFHS. So, that's one of those state playoff games. So NFHS with that broadcast tonight. But our crew will be there. Dustin Kiefer's up there with Randy Cathcart. Randy, I'll tell you what, he did a nice job filling in for you while you were away.
Randy, very knowledgeable, knows what's going on, coaches at junior high, all that kind of stuff. So it's good. I'm glad to, and I got an opportunity to actually listen to you guys a little bit from way down in the Caribbean last week. So that was kind of interesting, and you guys sounded good. So now, Mike, we're in the playoffs, and, I was talking to one of the assistants at Clarion today, and it's like 4 games away from the state title.
That's right. It's coming, too. So we're going to take our first time out, and we're going to come back out here to Verischetti Field. We're going to go inside the game coming up, and we'll talk about Katis' keys to the game as well. Field conditions, weather forecast, that's all on the way. Tonight, it is the District 9 Single A Football Championship, Redbank Valley. Port Allegany, it's Kerle Tire High School football, and it's right here on the EYT Media Network.
2 born and raised Clarion County attorneys with an office in Clarion, serving the Tri-County area in criminal defense, DUI family law, child custody, divorce, and wills and estates. Visit their website at aaronandmerwin.com or contact them at 814-229-5300.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All-American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small-town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All-American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All-American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
Brockway Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company.
Brockway has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives.
We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
All right, and welcome back here to Frank Verischetti Field in Brockway. It's a very wet Frank Verischetti Field tonight as we are rolling here. Kerle Tire pregame show as Redbank Valley and Port Allegany get set for the District 9 Single A Championship. It's here on EYT Media, and also want to thank our friend Sean right here from SFBN coming across the state. And tomorrow he's got to leave here and go do a bunch of volleyball, too, tomorrow over in Mechanicsburg. So
yeah, he's going to leave tonight to drive all the way 3-hour ride to Mechanicsburg. That's dedication.
I'll tell you what, it's something. And he's smiling the whole time, so I have to give him a lot of credit because he's under a lot of pressure, but he does a fantastic job. Do want to thank our friends there at SFBN. Going inside the game tonight, Dave, brought to you by Brookville Equipment. Two teams we're familiar with, saw them earlier this year. Port Allegany comes in. They got beat pretty good in that first game. They want to forget about it. They want to throw it away, come in here. This is a team that predominantly, you talk to their coach, Justin Binkowski. They really want to focus on, with this wet weather too, running that football and really establishing that here tonight.
Yeah, I had a good conversation with Coach last night, and I've enjoyed all of our conversations. So I had an opportunity to have them against Clarion High School, the first game of the year at Clarion at Larry Weiser's field. Then, of course, we saw them down in Redbank, and talking to him last night a little bit. And they've accomplished an awful lot of things. I mean, they're in the district championship game for the second year in a row, and they're looking and they're not satisfied. One thing is that last game against Redbank a few weeks ago and everything, they want to basically get rid of that, and he wasn't afraid to say they got their butts handed to them, and that wasn't indicative of Port Allegany football, and they got to get back up off the ground and come out fighting, and that's the type of team he has and everything. So they're a big team. I talked to Coach, and he said that they're healthy all the way across the board. He goes, yeah, we got some bumps and bruises, but we're just going to wrap the tape a little bit tighter tonight for the game. So we're going to get kids out there and everything. He's still concerned about their passing game. He's got a 10th grader back there that's, he wants to get him in that football game and get him throwing the football as much as we can, Nick Wilfong, a 10th grader. So they got to be able to throw the ball a little bit, and that's a big adjustment for a 10th grader to come back. He talked to him quite extensively and said, hey, that last game, we got to flush it. We got to get rid of it. And you come back, it's a brand-new football game now with everything. So, and, their big running back, Mike, is that Aiden Bliss. He had 88 yards last week and 35 carries in their football game last week. And they want to continue to get him pointed in the right direction, which is really good. Kids are really amped up over this week. The community, he wanted me to mention, to thank the community for all their support this past year and the last couple of weeks with the playoffs and everything. They've been nothing but great. And he's going to tell his teams before the pregame speech tonight that, hey, gentlemen, you have an opportunity to get your name on that trophy, and that's something that they can never take away from you. And 200 years from now, you have that name on that District 9 trophy, and that's a big thing as far as Port Allegany is concerned.
Yeah, it is. And Port Allegany, again, coming in here, again, they want to forget about game number one, this game number two. Anything happens. We always talk about that on a championship game. It's a night, it's wet, it's slippery out there. You never know what's going to happen. But this Redbank Valley team coming in, you want to talk about a team that's stacked to the hilt. Braylon Wagner expected to be back as the play caller tonight, and he has just a host of weapons to go to. Out of the backfield, of course, he's got Byers, but to throw the ball, he's got a very talented receiving core, and this is a quick strike offense.
Yeah, they can move pretty well, and I talked to Blaine Gold last night. They practiced down at Armstrong Central last night, so we talked late last night, about 9 o'clock. That's late for me, brother, 9 o'clock. And they were just finishing up their practice and spent a little time with me and everything, and they're excited. They thought they played pretty well last week with everything, and they come in excellent health. They got their last Mason Klaus, I think, was the last player to get released yesterday. So they've been practicing with their whole crew now and everything. And one thing that Coach said was they got to ignore that game that they played a couple weeks ago. He goes, Dave, everything that could have went right in that game went right. We returned a punt return for 83 yards. We had a pick six. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it any better for our win down there. But, in a championship game, that's not going to happen. So it's going to be a dogfight the whole way through. They got to establish themselves. They know they got to stop the Bliss kid running the football. They're going to try to string him out a little bit east and west instead of letting him get up the field north and south. So that's a big thing. He says they got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, and we've seen them, I don't know how many times, 4 times this year, and they certainly can. They have, and I told Coach, I says, you got more speed than I've seen on the team in a long, long time, and that really threatens a lot of people. And he says, you know what, we're going to try to do our same basic things that we can actually do and try to take advantage of it. The Byers kid, we're going to try to get him the football and get his 75 yards a game like we always try to do, and that's going to be a big thing. We want to be well-balanced tonight. We want to be able to run it and throw it the whole way around, and with all of our kids, we can do a lot of different things. And he's really proud of everybody from last week stepping into unknown positions and everything else. And like he said, it's funny because quarterback's got, 7,400 touchdowns and everything, and they're all spread out to everybody else. And that's one of the things. Braylon Wagner, let me look at the stat sheet here, Mike, he got 39 touchdowns, and Mason Klaus has 16 of them, and he's their leading touchdown receiver. So you can tell they spread the ball out an awful lot. And big championship game, and, Coach was pretty excited to go. I think we have two good teams, and it's going to be interesting. I don't think you're going to see a blowout like you saw before, but we'll have to see how both teams show up tonight.
All right, and again, too, that is going inside the game, brought to you by Brookville Equipment. The winner of this one will get the winner of the Lakeview-Cambridge Springs game. That game will be played tomorrow at 7 o'clock up at Meadville High School, and I'll have my eyes on that one because a few of the kids that we have at the school I teach at, Commodore Perry, play over at Lakeview. So be interested to see what comes out of that. So the winner of this one will have the winner of that one coming up the weekend, next weekend, right after Thanksgiving time. So there. Going around the league, too, MHY Family Services, of course, tonight. Our other contest that we'll keep you scores and updates on as Central Clarion and Westinghouse are playing at Clarion's Memorial Stadium. That's one there, too, Dave. In that contest with Central Clarion last year, Westinghouse was able to nip them. I believe it was 44-7 down there, down at Couple Stadium. We had that game on NFHS that we produced. This is a team, though, Clarion coming back. They think they can get Westinghouse tonight.
Yeah, that's a big thing because Westinghouse likes to run the football an awful lot. I got a sneak preview and got a chance to see a lot of film on Westinghouse this week. And I think Clarion, after watching them quite a few times and everything, they're a much better football team, I think, than they were last year. And along with that, I think that Westinghouse isn't as potent as they were last year when you guys broadcasted the game down at South High, on the south side and everything. So we'll have to see how they come out. Chase Ferguson's going to be a big key to that football game, and quarterback from Westinghouse is a pretty big athlete. And I think if Clarion can shut them down a little bit in the running game and everything, got to be still aware. They got some fine athletes at Westinghouse, and every once in a while, a kid's going to pop one for 75, 80 yards, and how's the Wildcats going to respond to something like that? So should be an excellent football game.
All right, and we're going to take another timeout. We're going to come back. We'll have Katis' keys to this game, talk to you a little bit more about the weather and field, all that on the way. Tonight, it's a good one coming up, Port Allegany here against Redbank Valley. We're at Frank Verichetti Field here in Brockway. It's the District 9 Single A Championship here in football tonight. Kerle Tire High School football. It's right here on the EYT Media Network.
Looking for a new Bobcat tractor? Northeastern Equipment Sales and Rentals has inventory on the lot, ready to be loaded up so you can get to work on tough jobs. Check out Bobcat of Clarion at 1214 East Main Street in Clarion.
Brockway Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company.
Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives.
We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
Clarion Forest VNA believes the emotional and physical well-being of a patient is enhanced by the patient receiving care in the familiar surroundings of home. Their staff of caring professionals work closely with physicians to administer quality care to meet the needs of each individual. As a pioneer in home health care in Clarion and Forest County, Clarion Forest VNA continue to grow to meet the community's need for in-home care, offering many different services and programs to meet the patient's need. Clarion Forest VNA, located at 271 Perkins Road in Clarion. Call us toll-free at 1-800-262-2118.
Dubrook, a division of M&B Group, is your trusted local ready-mix supplier for residential and commercial projects. Dubrook provides a full line of decorative concrete, as well as concrete supplies, along with a variety of concrete tools and accessories. Dubrook can provide services large or small for residential and commercial projects to contractors or homeowners. Dubrook is here to provide you with options and ideas to make planning your next project simple. Let Dubrook help you with the supplies you need to get the job done. Dubrook is proud to support our local communities with plants in Clarion, Du Bois, St. Mary's, Butler, Evans City, Bradford, and Meadville. Call 1-844-382-7665.
All right, back here at Frank Baraschetti Field in Brockway, single A football championship tonight. Redbank Valley, Port Allegany. Part of Kerle Tire High School football. We're in the Kerle Tire pregame show. Mike Kalinowski, Dave Katis with you as we're rolling along here. And field conditions tonight, they're going to be a little slick. Field conditions brought to you by Cousin Basil Restaurant. Rain continues to come down. We do expect to break in it a little bit later, but it still continues to come down pretty hard. And so it's going to make this artificial surface a bit slick at times. And that weather forecast tonight brought to you by J&J Feeds and Needs and Trailer Sales. I do expect showers to continue on and off throughout this evening, and the low temperature should hit about 36 degrees. But so far, game time here, temperature's kind of held in there. It hasn't been too cold. You know, you're not complaining, so.
Well, you know what? I'm ready for the 30-degree freaking game. I am. I want the 30-degree. I am so tired of 45, 50, 55. I just my wardrobe, Mike, when I'm teaching, I don't know what to wear anymore. It's like, geez, oh, man, let's just get the wheels off and get it to 30, basically. So, yeah, I keep looking at the lights. Great renovation up here at Baraschetti Field. I'm sure this was done a while back and everything, but it's the first time I've been up here since the playoff days back when Johnny Katis was running around up here. But, yeah, it's beautiful. I keep looking at the LED lights and keep thinking, geez, oh, man, if all that rain was snow, how much would we have, you know? One of those type of deals.
Yeah.
But field conditions just great, and looking forward to one thing I did notice, though, because of all the rain and the water and everything. I was watching the Klaus kid kick a little bit for Redbank, and he was hitting some watermelons, man. It wasn't flying off his foot like it used to, you know, down there earlier in the year when we had no rain and everything. So balls are going to be a little bit more heavy, and we'll see how that affects basically the kicking game.
All right, and time now. Why don't we take a look at Katis' keys to the game, brought to you by Kale's Kitchen. Very quick, Dave. What do you think? Port Allegany, what do they need to do? Redbank Valley, what do they need to do to come out with a win?
Well, I think Port Allegany's got to get that last game out of their memory. I got to get it. It's got to be tough. You know, you got shelled pretty good against Redbank a few weeks ago and everything, and if they can come out and move the ball, a couple first downs, and get the ball moving, get a little momentum and start feeling good about yourself, I think that's going to be a big key for Port Allegany. And they got to get Bliss running the football. You know, he picked up 288 last week, and if they can continue to move him and that offensive line can be physical, I think Port Allegany can start moving the football. Now, for Redbank, I think the band's all back together now. Everybody was hurt. They're back. And Coach Kundick, the offensive coordinator, and Blaine Gold, the head coach, are got to be excited with, you know, having his people back in the right positions in the right spots. So interested to see how Wagner will do. His first time back in a few weeks, and how they're going to come out and how they're going to respond to everything. So I think both teams have a big hill to climb, Mike, and we'll see who's ready to come up here and win a district championship game.
All right, again, the Katis' keys to the game were brought to you by Kale's Kitchens. Both of the teams have made their way out onto the football field. As we get set here, we're about 7 minutes away from kickoff. We'll have The coin toss, all that will be coming up here momentarily. Why don't we take one more timeout, and then we're going to come back out to Frank Verichetti Field, get you set up for kickoff here tonight in this championship game. It is Redbank Valley, Port Allegany, Kerle Tire High School football. It's right here on Explore Clarion and D9Sports.com.
Are you ready to boost your team spirit? Look no further than ShopTeamwear.com, your one-stop destination for all your school and team apparel needs. We've got you covered whether you're a die-hard fan searching for the latest gear or aiming to fundraise for your team. And here's the best part, you're in control. Choose the products and prices that work for you. Discover the ultimate apparel shopping and fundraising experience at ShopTeamwear.com. It's time to gear up, fundraise with ease, and make a statement together. Boost your team spirit, empower your community. ShopTeamwear.com, where passion meets fashion.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ClarionBank.com.
Are you a therapist who wants to make a difference? Do you want to help children and families who are struggling with serious behavioral problems? MHY Family Services is looking for therapists to join our new multisystemic therapy psychiatric team. Multisystemic therapy psychiatric is an evidence-based in-home intensive treatment approach that addresses the multiple factors that contribute to a child's behavioral problems. With this treatment, you could help children and families change their lives for the better. We are looking for passionate therapists to join our team. Apply now and become a part of the supportive and dynamic culture at MHY Family Services.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
All right, back here at Verichetti Field in Brockway, you see Redbank Valley there getting all ready to go as they team up there, and they'll run through the big sign here at as they are the home team tonight. We're in the Kerle Tire pregame show. District 9 Class A championship game. This is actually serves as like the first round of the playoffs in the PIAA. And here they come. As they go through that sign, we're ready to go. I know we have a lot of great extra sponsors we need to get on tonight, too. The New Bethlehem Moose Lodge, number 366. Aaron and Merwin, PC Attorneys at Law. Clearview Nursing and Rehab Center. Longshot Ammo and Arms. Bauer Wagner Properties. You know what, Dave? Search Cozy Jacuzzi Suite in Clarion, Airbnb, and book your stay today.
It's nice. I'm ready to go.
It is nice. BGM Custom Wear, Armstrong, Indiana, and Clarion Drug and Alcohol Commission. Free help is available, and recovery is certainly possible. Falcon Settlement, top-tier Federal Credit Union, locations in Clarion, Brookville, Cranberry, Charval Candies. Those are fantastic down there in New Bethlehem. Central Electric, North Chrysler Dodge, PA State Rep Donna Oberlander, Smith's Auto Sales, Shirey Overhead Doors, C&A Trees, Clarion Area Chamber of Business and Industry, and the law offices of William Hager. So a lot of great sponsors there. as they join on with us. Here we go. We got the coin toss down in the middle of the field. This is that ceremonial coin toss that everyone loves so much.
Yeah, we were trying to keep an eye on this earlier when they actually did it underneath the goalpost and weren't able to gain any inside information on that. So let's see what we got here. You mentioned a lot of different places. They said they're watching the game down at the Moose, I guess, in New Buffalo.
Yeah, the Moose down at Joe's Pizza down there, and lots of different places.
So hello to everybody down in Redbank in New Buffalo. Hope you enjoy this evening's game.
And all the folks up at Port Allegany, too, want to say hello as you tune in here on the EYT Media Network. Port won and takes it.
They're going to take the ball.
That would make Randy Cathcart smile. That last couple weeks, where you were away, he's like, take the football, take the football.
Well, I've said that time and time again. The more times you got an opportunity to touch it, the better have an opportunity to score. So take the ball as much as you possibly can. So Port's sort of sending a little statement saying, hey, we're going to take it. And we're going to run it. And we're going to run it again and again and again and again. So let's see how that all works out. So, yeah, I want to say hello to all the nice people up at Port Allegany tuning in tonight on a dreary, rainy.
Yeah, Friday night here in Western Pennsylvania.
We've been very fortunate with the weather, Bud Boy. I'll tell you what, I can't remember one of the games where we've had a complete rain out with everything for the whole entire season, Mike. So first time there's been some rain, and it's starting to slack off a little bit here in Brockway, looking up at these LED lights and not coming down as strong.
Bliss and Styles will be back deep. Klaus gets set to kick things off here. Kickoff is sponsored by Penn State Du Bois. Here's Klaus ready to go. And we are started. It's going to roll down the field. Going to be picked up by Bliss. Bliss to the 20. Bliss back to the 25. Bliss to the 30. Lowers that shoulder, 35, and dropped it around the 37-yard line. Nice return by Bliss on that one.
Yeah, Klaus keeping it pretty low, and Bliss able to pick it up and setting Port Allegany up with pretty good field position, Mike.
Bliss, of course, will get a lot of carries in the backfield.
Yeah, 35 carries last week for 288 yards.
Wow.
The length of 3 football fields almost, Mike.
Quarterback is Will Thong. He is a sophomore.
Yeah, and I walked by him a little bit in pregame, heading down the concession stand, and they got him listed as 5'7", 140. I don't know if he's that.
Ball going to be actually directly snapped back here, and Bliss will get that carry. He'll take it up to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up about 3 yards. That's up a second down here and 7.
Well, the Gators have a pretty stout offensive line, a lot of beef up in the front, and we'll talk about some of those players as the game progresses. And that's what they want to do, talking to Coach Bernowski last night. Let's run the ball. We want to get Aiden up the field north and south, not east and west. And that's basically what Blaine Gold, the head coach from Redbank, wants. He wants to turn him outside and Redbank use that speed to bring him down.
Well, he's going to act as the quarterback here again. Styles will take that snap. Boy, off to his right, pulled it back in, and he's going to be hit, driven backwards, and he'll lose a yard on the play back. Are they going to give him forward progress? Nope, he's going to lose a yard back to the 39-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, it looks like Owen Clausen on that tackle. Really tough to see the numbers, folks.
Yeah, we can see there. That's what's great, and I have to give these SFBN guys credit. Sean here did a great job. We have that screen in front of us, so I got to look right there too. And we got that screen so we can see a lot of that.
You know what? I forgot about the screen. I'm looking at the game.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Okay, we'll head back to the screen. We'll get all the tackles you want.
That's right. And goes in motion. Bliss is going to keep it over the right side. Bliss is going to be hit again, driven backwards. Not a lot there. Boy, I'll tell you what, Niswanger was in there trying to see a few other numbers.
Rylan Roop in there on the tackle, too, for Redbank. So the Gators 3 and out on their first series.
The Klauses will go back deep here. It's easy because if one of them gets it, I just say Klaus.
Yeah, you're good. That's it. Got them both back there. The big kicker for Port Allegany.
Yeah, if a flag on the play goes against the offense. False start. So the 4th and 7, or 4th and 8 becomes a 4th now and 13.
Braylon Button back, one of the offensive linemen, to punt the football away. I remember that young man from previous games. Got a pretty strong leg on him.
Good snap. Button kicks it away. Klaus looks up, calls for the fair catch, and he will take it at about the 31-yard line, maybe 32. That is where Redbank will have the football. So good Redbank.
Yeah, good punt by Braylon Button, pinning him back deep a little bit in Redbank territory. Smart move by Klaus to take that fair catch and give Redbank the opportunity to start with pretty good field position. Mike?
Wagner will be the quarterback. Byler's in the backfield.
They got the whole band back together, both Klaus brothers and Wagner and
Byers,
everybody ready to
everybody. Go. Byers ready, and here's the snap. They're going to pitch it, and running with that football, spinning around. Was that Kale coming around there? No, that was it was Ashton Kale. Thought that was who came around that side, and he's going to get good yardage, about 6.
Well, that's got to make Wagner feel good because that's a completed pass. So he's completed his first pass on his march back to starting again for the Bulldogs.
So the nice replay there, the nice run by Kale. Wagner's going to send different man in motion this time, actually keeping that football. And coming up across the 40, that'll be enough for a first down. He'll gain 5 yards.
Looking.
Was that?
I think it's Jackson Huffman in there.
I think you're right.
At quarterback, Mike.
So Huffman is in there.
You know, we saw that in pregame.
Yeah, we did.
And we didn't see Wagner out there too much.
And running with that football is Byers up across midfield. And Byers with a nice run. He's going to pick up about 8 yards, takes it across midfield, sets up a 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, so looking towards the sidelines and seeing if Wagner's there, but he's not in the football game. Mike looking for number 9 on the sidelines, and so Jackson Huffman in at quarterback.
Ball snap back to Huffman. And the ball's out. That ball's on the field. Who's going to get it? And it looks like Redbank's going to get on top of that football. Wow. That ball came on, and Byers was able to get back on top of it, but that ball was on the field for a long time.
Yeah, if you see that replay again, one of the biggest things you can just tell, nobody knew where the football was. There it is, got knocked out, and they're looking, and all of a sudden, one of the Port guys come up and said, hey, that ball's loose. And number 51, Carson Neely, tried to jump on it, unable to fall on it, so Redbank sets up a 3rd and 17.
Yeah, 3rd and long now. Looking to throw. Huffman fires that football, and it is going to be, is it picked off? Is it? I believe it might be.
It is.
And picking that off is Nick Wilfong.
So Wilfong, there's a Kennemuth, number 8. I'm going to take a look. Is that 8? It's tough to see. He was down on his back. And I think
right there, Nick Wilfong. Yep, number 8.
Number 8, yep, Wilfong. Yep, you're right. I'm sorry, I got the wrong.
You were on the other side.
Sheet. Yeah, Nick Wilfong just got me going there.
We got to get you back in the groove.
That's it. So Nick Wilfong with the big interception. So Port Allegany with the first big break. Well, they must have called it incomplete, Mike. It was an interception.
Yep, they're going to call it incomplete. Thought he picked it off. We had that replay. High snap. And a fake as Klaus goes over the right side. Here's Klaus, 45, up to the 50-yard line, and I think he's just going to be shy. He almost was able to pick that up. And it looks like there might be a player shaken up on that far side just across midfield. He had to get. Here it is again. You see Klaus as he went to that right side on the fake. Good job by Port Allegany to sniff that one out. So he's going to come up about 4 yards shy of the first down marker. But that's going to give Port Allegany the ball in excellent field position here, Dave, right at midfield.
Yeah, quite a crazy series there, Mike, with almost interception and a fake punt. And after it's all said and done, Port Allegany ends up with pretty good field position at their own 49-yard line. First down and 10.
Looks like Stiles is going to run as the quarterback here. Here's Stiles. Takes the snap. Going to keep it over the left side. And he's going to get some positive yardage up across midfield down to about the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
Peyton Stiles, senior, 5'11", 175 pounds. Getting a lot of the work this year for Port Allegany. Also, carried the ball 156 times for over 1,100 yards so far on the season, Mike. So he's an integral part of this Port Allegany offense also.
So we get thing reset here, and the clock now moving again. First quarter action here on EYT is again brought to you by the Clarion Forest VNA. Stiles and Bliss are in the backfield. And quarterback, that is Wolfong, goes under center, hands it off. Big run. How about Stiles? And he's going to lose that football. He had the first down, lost the football. Now there's scrum for it, and who's going to have it? It's Port Allegany keeping the football. They'll have the first down.
Yeah, coming off that pile. Looked like number 15 for Port Allegany, Tristan Kaiser. The man ends up recovering that football, I think, on the bottom. He had it once. Then it got away from him again. So Port Allegany retains possession. And a good pickup on that play.
Yeah, they certainly did, all the way down to about the 32-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 now for Port Allegany. No score here first quarter from Frank Varischetti Field in Brockway. But Port Allegany now threatening after that nice gain, that fumble, but they recover it. Wolfong under center. Almost lost that ball too. Hands it off, and that time Stiles is not going to go anywhere. And getting Stiles that time was big number 51, Brandon Ross.
Yeah, and he's coming off the pile a little bit slow, Mike, and he got banged up a little bit. Shakes out that ankle.
Yeah, Ross has been, I know the last couple times we've seen them play, with that one, like that ankle or that knee, but he stays in there. He does not like to come out.
Yeah, keep in mind, looking at the lights and everything, that mist is really almost all gone, but that field is really wet down there.
Double sidecar. They're going to hand it off. Here's Stiles over the right side, and he's going to be tripped up and dropped. Good tackle that time by Klaus. That is Mason Klaus to get him.
Yeah, come up and grab those ankles. Good form tackle, bringing him down. He had a little bit more room to run out there. But Stiles brought down by Klaus.
Ball right around the 29-yard line. It's 3rd down and 8. Almost 9 here for Port Allegany.
And they're working that 25-second clock down an awful lot too, Port Allegany. They're using every second they can.
One gives it to Stiles again. Stiles is going to be stood up and dropped. Not much there at all. Maybe about a half-yard is all. And now 4th down. And I would imagine we'll see the offense just stay there, and they're going to try to pick this one up.
Yeah, so they're signaling over the play from the sidelines, not running anybody in. And we have an injured player. Looks like Redbank down around the 24-yard line.
Yeah, there is an injured player down there. So with 4:14 here, no score. Do again want to let you know this first quarter brought to you by the Clarion Forest VNA, and want to thank all the great sponsors tonight who are on our broadcast. The winner of this one, of course, moving on to take on Lakeview or Cambridge Springs. That game will be tomorrow up at Meadville High School.
I think that might be Owen Klaus, I think 21, Mike. His numbers are just so tough. Yeah, it is 21, Klaus. Coming off, and he's been banged up, and we're going to take him over to the sidelines and take a look at him on the bench. So big 4th down and 7 in the first quarter here. So big part of the game right here.
Sure is. Here we go. As the Gators of Port Allegany are going to try to keep this drive alive. No score here against Redbank. Every play big. Pitch back to Stiles. Stiles looks for room on the left side. Tries to turn that corner, and he's not going to make it to that first down marker. He'll get down around the 25-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 yards, but Redbank will take over on downs.
Yeah, good pursuit down there by that Redbank defense, flowing pretty good the whole way across. And they're going to take an official timeout.
You have the replay here of that play. Saw Ross over there. Ross was there, and Kale was over there as well.
Going to take that media timeout, I think.
All right, so we'll take a break. 3:58 to go here in quarter number 1. No score here from Brockway. You're watching the District 9 Single A Championship right here on the EYT Media Network.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small-town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
All right, back here after that timeout on the field. It is Redbank football. Bulldogs able to stop Port Allegany on 4th down. They came up shy of that first down marker. And goes in motion, keeping the football and running right up the middle of that field.
I'm pretty sure that's Huffman.
I want to make sure. That is Huffman. Nice job by Huffman, too. I wanted just to be sure. We have the kind of blocked here from that side, and we got the screen here. We're going to look at the replay. There he is, Huffman. He's going to work that ball ahead. That's a first down here for the Bulldogs. Football resting at about the 37-yard line. He's going to hand that off, running with that football. And that's Byers. He's going to get right around the 40. So about a 3-yard pickup sets up a second down here in 7.
And Mike, talking to Coach Gold, I mean, that's the big thing. They want to try to get his season average, 75 yards a game. And they feel pretty consistent that they could win football games if he can rush for at least 75 yards a game. So they need Drew Byers to contribute.
Huffman looks to throw. Has some time now, flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be sacked on the play. Oh, what a big sack.
Miska Young, number 64, in there for the Gators. And pretty good job by Huffman, too. He was being pressured, and he didn't do anything stupid and just held on to that football and took the sack, lived through another day. So Miska Young, pretty good tackle that time, 6'3", 235-pound senior defensive lineman.
So the Bulldogs now with a 3rd down and 23. The ball pushed back to the 32-yard line. Here's a pitch, and that's Byers with that football running it across the 40, and he's going to be stopped across the 45-yard line. And that was Kale who came across on that little pitch pass. He's going to be brought down. They're going to mark him at the 46, Mike, and it looks like he's going to be about a yard shy. Yeah, he got 22 of the 23, and we're going to see the Bulldog offense stay out there. There it is right there on the replay. Good job by Kale. So here we go. It is a 4th down and 1. Will Redbank get it here? Huffman barking the signals, now looks to the sideline. Still time on that play clock, down to 6-5-4. Kale's going to come up. He's going to take that snap. He's going to keep the football. He pushes to the right side. I don't think he's going to get it. Then he reaches out. Nope, he's not going to get there. Port Allegany comes up with a big stop. Yeah, he reached out, and the side judge and the white hat is going to give Port Allegany the football. We'll take a look at the replay. Boy, he stretched out at the very last minute, Mike, on the second chance effort here, right around there, and just didn't get it. The side judge didn't give him benefit of the doubt, and great job by that Port Allegany defense, holding really firm, and they'll take over the ball at the Redbank 46-yard line. Yeah, Braylon Button was there too. He almost took it away from Huffman as he reached out. So no score, first quarter, 2:25 to go. Boy, it's been good so far here at Frank Verichetti Field. Single A championship here in District 9. Wilfong works out of the shotgun. Going to hand that ball to Stiles, and Stiles is hit and dropped in the backfield. How about that hit by Kale? Yeah, Ashton Kale saw it coming the whole way, able to shoot that gap, get up there, and knocked him down. So big loss on the play for the Gators on their first down. Boy, look at Kale just flying through there. Nice job by him. Clock rolling here, under 2 minutes to go, first quarter.
Well, Mike, you got an opportunity to see, they played 3 weeks ago, so you still have the old film when they played, and teams aren't going to variate too much as far as offensive plays towards the end of the year. So they've seen that play once or twice in that last game. So great job by Kerle.
Ball snap back. And keeping that football rolling downfield to the 15, 10 to the 5, and into the end zone. That's a touchdown.
Peyton Styles.
Styles will take it in from 49 yards. Styles with the touchdown.
Boy, just got loose on that right side. Good fake. Fake to the up back, number 22, Aiden Bliss, and everybody thought Bliss had the football, and there goes Styles around the right side, and he takes that ball 49 yards for the Port Allegany touchdown. Gators get on the board first.
And Port will come out. They will try for the extra point. Minute 30 to go here in the first, and Port first to strike pay dirt, and the kick is on the way, and that kick is good. 7-0. Port Allegany leads Redbank Valley with a minute 30 to go here in quarter number 1. And we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Kerle Tire High School football. It is the Single A District 9 Championship right here on the EYT Media Network.
Hey, Julie, nice deck. Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply, and yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta, and yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow, I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center. Family owned and operated since 1958 with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them.
All right, Funk kicking off. Going to be picked up. Bats climbs back behind the 15, 10, 20. Tries to turn, and he's going to be hit at about the 25-yard line.
Mike, update from Memorial Stadium in Clarion. Currently, Central Clarion 0, Westinghouse 0 with 5:57 remaining in quarter number 1.
So another tight contest tonight.
Well, sort of wake-up call here.
Yep.
It's like, hey, team from up north is here to play. So let's get it going, boys, here a little bit for Redbank. Let's start moving the football a little bit.
Up and a work in a shotgun. Byers is his sidecar left. Ball snap back. Going to give it to Byers, and Byers is going to be hit and drop right there in the backfield.
Yeah,
they thought the ball might have been out, but it does not.
Yeah, Braylon Button in there pointing, coming off that pile.
Miska Young, too, in there on the tackle. Look at that. Boom.
Nothing there.
Nope. Loss of 2, second down here in 12 for Redbank Valley. Here's Huffman. Looks to throw. Fires the football. Firing it deep, and it is incomplete. Tried to find Klaus on the left-hand side there. Coverage downfield.
Kellen Villeneuve.
It was Villeneuve, and also down there, too, was Kaiser.
Yeah, pretty good coverage that time, but you can just tell that, there's quite a difference in throwing the football with everything. And Jackson Huffman just throwing that football up, trying to get Mason Klaus to make a play, but unfortunately fell incomplete.
Here's up and out, third down and 12. Big third down here for Redbank Valley. They trail 7-0. Huffman to the right side. Huffman's looking, fires that football, and it is going to be caught. That's a first down out across the 40. And coming up with that catch, that is Kerle again. Boy, Kerle's been all over the place. That'll move the chains as they will have that first down out at about the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 20 on the play.
Pretty good patience by Jackson Huffman as you look around that right side, waiting, finding his open receivers right at the sticks, and Kerle stepping up for his young quarterback and making that big play for a first down.
28 seconds. Might see the last play here. And that time Huffman's going to run the football, and he may get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be about all. And I think you'll see Redbank let this clock just run out now as we'll go to quarter number 2 as the clock will run out 7-0. Port Allegany on the run by Stiles, the 49-yard touchdown run. And Port leads here 7-0 after a quarter of play. And you are watching Kerle Tire, a District 9 Single A football championship. It's all right here on Explore Clarion and D9Sports.com.
I chose MPRC because it was great to have a local, affordable option here in northwestern Pennsylvania. I live in this community and I wanted to stay in this community.
Learn more at discovernprc.org.
All right, we go to quarter number 2 here at Frank Verichetti Field in Brockway. Our second quarter sponsor is Hager Paving, and we'll switch sides of the field. 7-0. Port leads here in this District 9 Single A football championship. The winner moves on next week against Lakeview or Cambridge Springs. Second down and 10. Kale out of the shotgun. Quick throw to the left side. That is, did Klaus catch it? Yep, well, he did catch it, but then he went down. Was this making sure? It's a loss on the play, though. And he'll lose yardage, almost 6 yards on the play, back to about the 37-yard line.
Looking to see if he threw it behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what I was waiting to see.
I think he did. I think he may have dropped the football and then he recovered it, and they're going to give it to him.
So it was like a backward pass.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him at the, the 38-yard line, I think. 37-yard line, yeah.
Looking to throw, fires that football again, breaking free. Kale catches it, 20, and inside the 20. A first down for Redbank Valley.
Boy, a nice throw by Jackson Huffman that time. Had Kale back there inside the 20-yard line, and you got to have your guys step up and make big plays, Mike, and Ashton Kale really did that time. He went up and high-pointed it and made a great catch with the coverage. Pretty tight on him down there, so Redbank's drive continues deep in Port Allegany territory.
They are in the Dubrook red zone now. The ball resting at the 15-yard line, just underway here in quarter number 2. Redbank making some noise. Here's Byers over the left side, and Byers is going to be hit and driven backwards. Byers is going to get basically back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Yeah, I like the Byers with the cuts, man. He can just get that ball and then find that open seam in the middle and just cut it back. And that time I thought he had a little bit more room, but Port Allegany's defense collapsed on him pretty well.
Second down, 10 here. Ball resting at the 15 of Port Allegany. Looking to throw. Huffman fires the football, and it is just off the fingertips down there. That was Kale down in the end zone. Kale wanted the flag, but the official says no. Third down and 10.
Yeah, pretty good defensive play back there by that secondary of Port Allegany.
You can see here. Yeah, good battle for the ball.
Yeah, just a high throw. Nobody's going to get that football. Redbank fans aren't happy with that.
So third down here and 10. Ball resting at the 15. Huffman rolls to the right side. Huffman throws back right into the middle of the field. Caught, touchdown. That's Klaus with the touchdown. How about that? Mason Klaus. That'll go 15 yards. Redbank Valley now an extra point away from tying things up.
Good play by Redbank. Everybody moving right. Throw back to the left. You got your receiver running a post late, and Klaus able to make that nice catch. Good throw by Huffman. And Redbank's on the board.
They're going to go for 2 here. Here's Huffman, takes that snap. Huffman to the right side. Huffman looking, throwing the football, and it's tipped and it's incomplete. So Port will, a flag though on the play. There is a flag we'll hold here.
That could be one of many different things. When you have people spread out like that, you could have ineligible linemen downfield. You could have all kind of different different calls here, so we'll wait for the white hat to make the call.
So we have a chop block against Redbank.
And a personal foul against Port Allegany. Replay the down.
So here we go. You can see it. Yeah, we had that right back here.
Ooh, good shot on Jackson Huffman, the quarterback. That's where the penalty was right there on number 3.
All right, so here we go.
Styles come up and hit him right in the chops.
Try it again. Huffman works to the right side. Huffman under some pressure. Just whips that ball up into the air. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be knocked away. Boy, I'll tell you what, great pressure that time. Well done by Carson Neely to hurry the throw by Huffman. So 10:22 to go here in the second. 7-6 is our score. Redbank back within 1, and you are watching Kerle Tire High School football. It's all right here on the EYT Media Network.
You can afford a gorgeous, custom-designed hardwood Kerle's kitchen for a lot less than you'd pay at a DIY store. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. At Kerle's, there are never middleman markups or hidden charges that can add 40%. Go to FactoryDirectKitchens.net. That's FactoryDirectKitchens.net.
All right, back to action. Styles and Bliss are back deep. Styles is going to pick that up. He's right around that 15-yard line. Doesn't get much out of that. Maybe a couple-yard return is all. He'll be dropped at about the 18.
Klotz back there on the tackle for Redbank. Like I said, Mike, the ball not coming off his foot like it usually does on kickoffs.
Yeah, a little different with that weather tonight.
Yeah, and it's rain's starting to pick up a little bit more than we had last quarter. So Port Allegany pinned back a little bit deep in their territory. Will start off about their 18-yard line.
Bliss is going to work out of the shotgun. Or excuse me, that is that is Bliss. Ball snap back. Styles over the left side. There goes Styles across the 35-yard line. There's a penalty flag being thrown. Thought Bliss was going to be the quarterback, but then he stepped away. Styles took the snap.
Yeah, and Juso Young in that area out front, so we're going to see what the penalty is going to be called. Might be a hold downfield on Port Allegany.
It is. Good call.
Yeah, saw him downfield a little bit, number 70.
Yep, there it was. So Port Allegany now will be pushed backwards. It'll go from that spot, sets up a 1st down and 3.
And Tristan Kaiser had a little bit to do with that hold too, number 15 for Port Allegany.
So 1st and 3. Styles will work out of the shotgun here. Styles takes that snap, fakes. He's going to keep the football. He's got the 1st down and more. Up across the 30, 35-yard line, and he'll be dropped right up around the 37. That's a gain of 8 yards on the play.
And Mike,
nice 1st down.
Yeah, you start to see Redbank just not really respecting anything that Port Allegany's doing as far as throwing the football is concerned. You know, they got 11 guys within about 5 yards of the line of scrimmage on some of these plays. And Port still able to move the football a little bit, Mike, even with that many guys that close to the football in pre-snap lineup.
So it's a new set of downs here for the Gators. They have it at their own 37-yard line. 1st down and 10. Styles again works out of the shotgun. Styles is going to hand that off, and that's Bliss over the right side. Bliss with a lot of room. 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Bliss cuts back inside, and he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line all the way down to the other end of the football field, and Looking back through there, I don't see any flags.
Nah, number 51, Brandon Ross, down the field to make that tackle. And Bliss, good cutback, picking up a few blocks in and out. 64, shielding people downfield for Port Allegany. That's a pretty good job by Miska Young. And Port Allegany in business.
So the Gators all the way at the 21-yard line of Redbank Valley now, just outside of the Dubrook red zone. Stiles and Bliss have been working right out of the backfield here for Port Allegany. It's Stiles now. Stiles up the middle, banging around. Boy, Redbank ripping at that football, but unable to bring it out. And that'll take it into the Dubrook red zone, down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 6, second down and 4.
Caden Adams in on the tackle, and he got a mouthful going down. And, boy, Stiles is really starting to run downhill here. Hard running up front in that offensive line for Port Allegany. Starting to move that defensive line for Redbank a little bit here on this series.
8:10 to go here in quarter number 2. It's a Hager Paving second quarter on EYT. Well, back to Stiles again. This time Stiles is going to be hit and driven backwards and dropped on the play. Getting him for Redbank Valley is big number 75. That's Christian Klinger.
Yeah, Klinger in there. Showing up here on this series. No running room. I think 75 basically said, I've had a gutful here. You're not going to run on us anymore.
Lost a yard back to the 16-yard line.
It's a big third down and 5 here, Mike, for Port Allegany. If they can move the ball, pick up another first down, and keep the drive going, that's a statement.
Well, here we go. Ball at the 16-yard line. Stiles is going to keep it, and he's not going to go anywhere. He'll get, as he dives forward, he'll get back to about the 15-yard line. Ross was in there after him. So fourth down, the ball to 15. It is a 4th and 4.
Yeah, just taking a look at Brandon Ross, number 51. He's not 100% down there. That ankle is still giving him a hard time, but tough kid, sticking his nose in there, trying to make some things happen. So big 4th down and 4.
Stiles and Bliss in the backfield. Stiles barks the signals.
I think Port's going to call timeout.
They will. So they'll talk things over here. That's the first timeout we've seen here in this ball game. And 6:42 to go, 7-6 is the score. We'll hold here for a second and want to let you know, too, that our extra sponsors want to get some of those folks in. Charval Candies, Central Electric, North Chrysler Dodge, Pennsylvania State Representative Donna Oberlander, Smith's Auto Sales, Shirey Overhead Doors, C&A Trees, Clarion Area Chamber of Business and Industry, and the law offices of William Hager. More sponsors. I know a lot of the folks, too, at the New Bethlehem Moose Lodge watching this ball game tonight. Moose Lodge number 366. Excuse me, down in New Bethlehem.
Updated score, Mike, from Memorial Stadium in Clarion. Westinghouse 7, Central Clarion nothing. 1:38 remaining in the quarter number 1.
So Westinghouse striking first, but it took a while there. So here we go.
Good timeout by Coach Bernowski. Trying to come up with a big play here on 4th down.
Well, they need 4. Stiles is going to keep it. Stiles tried to find his way, and Redbank Valley's defense is going to come up big. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And Redbank will take over.
Number 21, Owen Clausen on the tackle, and met him right there at the line of scrimmage. And big play for that defense. Just blitzing from back there. They sent everybody. They sent number 50 back there, Caden Adams, too. Try to plug up that middle. Nothing there. Mike, kind of surprised that maybe would have went play action there a little bit. Everybody's expecting the run, pick it up, try to hit the tight end or one of those quick receivers on a quick 5-yard. But nonetheless, Redbank, good defensive stand. They got the ball.
Here's Huffman in the shotgun. Gives it to Byers, and Byers breaks it to the outside. And Byers, he was stuffed inside, cut back outside. Take it up across the 20. And he dropped it about the 22-yard line. So
yeah, Bliss,
7 yards.
Yeah, Aiden Bliss on the tackle for Port Allegany.
See him right there. Did a nice job. Everything closed up inside, went outside. Here's Huffman. And that wasn't too pretty.
No, a lot of confusion there. Let's see where they're going to call it on.
So that's going to be a penalty here against the offense, be a procedure penalty. That'll back up Redbank Valley 5 yards.
Oh, the center snapped the ball a little bit too early.
Just a bit.
I think. That was Brandon Ross a little bit too early on the snap.
Huffman firing that football downfield. Fight for it, and it is going to go incomplete. Tried to find, I believe that was Klaus downfield there, right around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and Huffman just trying to heave it out there, and Klaus trying to make a play, but good defensive coverage by Port Allegany, too. Let's see who's back there. Tough to see. That was a tough one.
So here we go. It is a 3rd down and 8 now for Redbank Valley. So Port Allegany coming up big here defensively against Redbank. See if that continues. Here's Huffman, rolls to the left side. Huffman under pressure, and he's going to be sacked all the way back at the 1-yard line.
Boy, he was really close from going over that goal line. But Huffman held on to the football again.
They're going to give him forward progress at the 4. We'll take a look here again.
Good pressure back there by Port Allegany. Pause that football.
Wow.
I don't know if that was Miska Young, number 64, in there. So Redbank pushed really deep in their own end zone, Mike.
Yeah, here's the punt coming up on 4th down. Punts away. It's low. It's going to roll. That ball rolls. It's going to be picked up. That is Bliss with it. Bliss, boy, nice job to elude a few tackles. He'll bring it back to about the 34-yard line. So Port comes out with fantastic field position.
Yeah, just a crazy offensive series for Redbank that time. And I think they're going to take immediate timeout here.
So we will have the timeout. We'll take a break too. 7-6 is where we stand here with the score. Port Allegany leads. And it is 5:07 to go here in quarter number 2. You're watching Kerle Tire High School Championship Football, District 9 Single A Championship right here on EYT.
Looking for a new Bobcat tractor? Northeastern Equipment Sales and Rentals has inventory on the lot, ready to be loaded up so you can get to work on tough jobs. Check out Bobcat of Clarion at 1214 East Main Street in Clarion.
All right, so after our timeout, Port Allegany back to action here. 5:07 to go here in the second. Port leads by 1. That is Stiles. He's going to cut to the left side. How about the 30? 25-yard line, cuts back outside, 15-10, and inside the 10. That'll be a 1st and goal here for Port Allegany as they will have it down around the 8-yard line.
Boy, watch number 64, Miska Young, pulls around here on this left side. There he is, leading them down, makes a big block, one there, picks up another one, and Peyton Stiles inside the 10-yard line on a big pickup for the Gators.
That's 26 yards on the run and a 1st and goal here for Port Allegany as they threaten again. Stiles takes that snap again, keeps that football, cuts to this left side, not a whole lot there. See where they spot him down.
Yeah, took a pretty good lick in there. Brandon Ross in on the tackle. They're going to mark him back. It looks like it's about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, so he'll get 1 out of it. It was at the 8. So 2nd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and Port Allegany just methodical. It's like, hey, we're not going to do anything crazy. We're not running crisscross routes or throwing to the tight end or the back out of the backfield. We're going to run it, and you got to stop us. That's what they're showing tonight, Mike.
Styles will work again. Shotgun formation. Styles gives it to Bliss. Here's Bliss cutting to the left side, and Bliss is going to be dropped for a loss on the play. He's going to be driven backwards. Klinger, I know, was in there, trying to see who else was in there.
Yeah, Christian Klinger, big tackle that time. Grabs him and throws him down, so Port Allegany not able to do too much inside the 10-yard line here.
Yeah, pushes him back to the 8. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Be 4 down territory. In there is a Wilfong now. So Wilfong.
Clock down to 3 seconds, Mike, on the 25-second
Yeah, they're going to have
clock.
to use a timeout. Certainly not something I don't think that they wanted to do. So Port will use another timeout here. They're now down to 1.
Yep, we don't have an update from Clarion. Last update we had was Westinghouse 7, Clarion 0.
So that score, at least from our standpoint, hasn't changed. Coming up at halftime, too. I know Mike Kilroy's been keeping stats and stuff. We'll have some of those for you. Coming up at halftime.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see the rushing yards because I know Redbank wanted to run the ball an awful lot tonight a little bit. And I think Port Allegany's had the upper hand as far as running the football tonight.
Sure have, and here they come. So Port Allegany, that's Wilfong, will come in at quarterback now. Bliss behind him. Wilfong's going to pitch that to Bliss. Here's Bliss over the left side, spinning inside the 5, and he'll be dropped at about the 4-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. 4th and goal from the 4.
Looked like he was going to get hit in the backfield, and Bliss able to just spin out of that a little bit, and thought maybe he had 3 more yards in him, but brought down by the defensive secondary for Redbank. So big play.
See if this Redbank crowd tries to get going here for their defense. The Port crowd standing over there. Here we go. Are they going to have to use another timeout?
Yeah, they got that 25-second clock down again.
Wow. So that's 2. They're out of timeouts now, which 2:28 to go here in this quarter, leading our way to halftime.
Yeah, I think it's a good timeout. You know, got to make sure you got the right play call. You're only going to get down here a certain amount of times in the football game, so you better have your cards all stacked in order with what you want to do. Everybody's got to be on the same page, and I'm sure their offense coordinator for Port Allegany and Coach Bernowski is going to talk it over and try to make a decision coming up with a good play here.
Well, here they come marching back onto the football field. 2:28 to go here in this second quarter. Hager Paving second on EYT. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. They're going to set up, though, for the field goal try.
Yeah,
Jared Funk is on. So this would be a 22-yard attempt. 22-yard attempt by Funk. Snaps there, holds there. The kick is on the way, and that kick's going to be no good. So they decide to go for the field goal. That is no good, so Redbank will take over. Redbank will have a long way to go, but that field goal, no good.
Yeah, good defensive series for Redbank. Port Allegany threatened. I'm kind of surprised they tried to kick that, Mike. 4 yards out in the championship game, and I know you want points and everything, but they were moving the ball on certain occasions and, would have made Port Allegany drive, 96 yards down the field if they didn't make it or convert. But now they get the ball back at the 20-yard line with still 2:24 remaining in the first half, and Redbank has 3 timeouts remaining. Huffman on the keeper.
And he's going to get about 5 out to the 25-yard line. Clock rolling now. Got people texting, wondering, where can we watch this? What can we do that?
You got all kind of stuff, I know.
Always.
Clock continues to run under 2 minutes now in the first half.
Ball snap back. Here's Huffman looking to throw. Fires that football. It is almost picked off. Boy, I'll tell you what, that ball almost intercepted that time.
Aiden Bliss had it.
Bliss.
He was coming across from those linebacker positions, and oh boy, you see it again. Good replay, and Bliss had a shot at it, and he knew it. So you don't want to make a mistake down here.
3rd and 5. Here's Huffman. Ball snap back to Huffman, looking to throw again. Huffman fires that football downfield. He's got a man across the middle, and it's caught. That's going to be a first down and more. How about that? Coming up with that catch was Roop. And that's a first down for Redbank Valley.
Well, that's Redbank's motif, man. Rylan Roop catching the football, and those Redbank Valley quarterbacks like to throw that ball up and have those receivers make big plays, and Rylan Roop certainly did that on that play.
So 1:40 to go here in the quarter. Redbank Valley's going to use a timeout here just to keep they had the 3 to use yet. So they're going to use one here, and they're going to talk things over. They've got that football at the 35-yard line. So a nice catch by Roop right down the middle of the field. Good throw that time, too, by Huffman. So he does a nice job.
Yeah, and Roop just gets up underneath it and pulls it in for a first down, keep the drive going here. Points are few and far to come by tonight, Mike.
Well, and I think that's, Blaine Gold for Redbank, he's going to use this timeout. Tell those guys, too, we got to be very efficient here. We got to, you got to know what's going on. You don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, and you got your young quarterback in there, too. You want to set him up for some success, too. You don't want to put him in some tough situations, Jackson Huffman.
Klaus and Roop will go wide out to the left side. The twin receivers off to the right side. Huffman will work in the shotgun. Byers in the backfield. Ball at the 35-yard line of Port Allegany. Ball snap back to Huffman. Huffman fires that football, looks to throw, and it is going to be incomplete down the right side.
Yeah, really no one over there that time intended for Ashton Kale, but 3 Gators back there for Port Allegany surrounding him. I'd surround him with 3, too.
Yep.
Man, if I had 5, I'd surround number 0 as much as I possibly could.
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
Find out where 0 is and cover him.
2nd down, 10. Here's Huffman looking to throw again. Pumps once, fires the football, and that pass is going to be picked off. It is intercepted. That is going to be picked off. Funk with the interception. And that will stop that Redbank drive with 1:26 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, Huffman just decided to throw it up down the middle of the field and hoping that somebody could make a play on it. But once again, 4 Gators back there deep, and there's really nothing that Redbank could do. And Mason Klaus was the intended receiver, but 4 guys around him on that play. So big play by Port Allegany. Turns the tables on the Bulldogs.
So Port Allegany, we'll see here as they come out. They're going to have to be wise, too. Redbank still with a couple timeouts to use. Here's Port now. And the ball down on the field. Here's a scrum for that football, and Redbank Valley looks like they're going to have the football. It rolled right out. Redbank grabs a hold of the football.
Yeah, the officials pointing towards the end zone. So big, huge turnover for Port Allegany with 1:20 remaining in the first half.
You see it slip here, and then all of a sudden the ball just kind of rolls there. It's rolling. You see it, and bam, Redbank all over that one.
Somebody came in and pulled it out of there, and it looked like number 12. It was
that was Klaus.
Yeah, it was Mason Klaus in there that time. So
you could see the ball just sitting on the field.
It just stood there in slow motion.
Wow, this could be a big game changer here, Redbank Valley. With the football, the ball's going to be pitched to Kale. Here's Kale spinning around. Kale's going to take it down to about the 5-yard line. Picks up 6 or 7.
Yeah, good cut up back by Kale that time.
Clock running. Now with that football down at the 5. Not a big deal here with that clock as much. You still have the 2 timeouts. Ball snap back here, and it's going to be kept. That is a Huffman, and he's going to be hit and driven backwards but he'll get a couple yards and we'll get a timeout taken. Good hit that time by Carson Neely to hit Huffman. So another timeout down on the field with 43 seconds.
Yeah, Port Allegany doing a pretty good job. Had that sniffed out pretty well. And saw Blaine Gold running out on the field trying to make that quick timeout call with that side judge.
So the ball's going to be at the 4. So they'll still have a couple yards for a first down, but really here you would think they would still have the one timeout left after this one. So they could get the first down, then a timeout.
Updated score, Central Clarion 8, Westinghouse 7 with 6:35 remaining in the second quarter at Memorial Stadium. Once again, Clarion 8, Westinghouse 7 in the second quarter with 6:35 remaining before halftime.
Wow, that's a good one, too. Good one here, good one over at Memorial Stadium. Here we go. Redbank Valley. Here's Huffman leading the crew onto the football field. Byers in the backfield with him. The ball sits at the 4-yard line. Still 43 seconds to go here in this one. This in Kale, and he's going to fake, keeping it Huffman. And there is a flag, though, on the play. So Huffman did get back about to the line of scrimmage, but a flag on the play here.
Yeah, and that umpire came out real quick and threw that flag.
That's not good against the offense.
As soon as the play started, that umpire just flew that flag down. And he's talking to Coach Bernowski over Port Allegany side. Chop
block again.
Ooh, that's a big play.
Yeah, that puts them
That's
all.
a big penalty.
Puts them back to the 19-yard
there it is,
line.
right there, too. It's 51 for Redbank. Brandon Ross on that chop, the center. Boy, it's very obvious. That's why that official threw that flag that quickly.
The ball at the 19. Then we'll get a timeout here by Redbank Valley. This will be their final timeout. So both teams are out of timeouts. We'll hold here. We have halftime coming up. We'll get a nice break in, and we'll come back. We have a lot coming your way on the Heater Lumber halftime show. A lot to talk about here from the first half. Boy, a lot different ball game than what we saw earlier in the year. And
yeah, did you have this on your score pad?
No.
7-6 at halftime here, almost.
Yeah, Port Allegany with the lead.
Yeah, Redbank still threatening. They have the ball at their 19-yard line. Rain's starting to pick up a little bit heavier too, Mike.
Yeah, it keeps going kind of back and forth.
And you got to have ball control here. I mean, you saw what happened to Port Allegany when they came out, fumbled their first snap and everything. Now that wind's starting to whip up too as you look up at those LED lights.
So here we go, ball resting at the 19. 37.9 seconds to go here in the quarter. Redbank quickly coming up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to split the receivers. They were all bunched up. Now they'll split them out. Empty backfield this time for Huffman. Huffman looking to throw. Puts that football across the middle. It's going to be knocked away. Funk to knock it away again. 32 seconds. Now 4th down.
Yeah,
wow.
Jared Funk coming up and knocking down that football, and I think they might be trying that field goal, Mike. I see Klaus coming out onto the field.
Yep, Owen Klaus will come out here. That ball is going to be set up at the 26, so it's a 36-yard attempt here.
And we said this all year, Mike. This is the strength of this Redbank Valley football team, so let's see if they can come through here.
Owen Klaus kicks it. It's on the way. That kick is up. Is it high, long? Nope, it is not. It's going to be short.
Yeah, it just ran out of a little bit of steam. Fell right below the crossbar. And Port Allegany dodges another bullet here late in the first half.
They hold on to that 1-point advantage. And Port will come out. I would expect them here. I would think there's no timeouts on the other side. Just take that
You're
knee.
going to go down there and grab that quarterback and say you're going to take a knee like 10 times, okay? And we're going to go in the locker room up 7-6. Yeah, they got him pretty well surrounded down there.
And there you go. There's the knee. That'll do it. So the clock will run out. as Port Allegany leads Redbank Valley here 7-6 as we go to halftime in the District 9 Single A Championship ball game. Boy, I'll tell you what, great first half. We're going to talk a lot about it coming up in the Heater Lumber halftime show on the way. And we will break. Folks, you are watching District 9 Championship football. It's Kerle Tire High School football, and it's all right here on Explore Clarion and D9Sports.com.
Hey, Julie, nice deck. Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply. And yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta. And yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow, I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builder Supply Home Improvement Center. Family owned and operated since 1958 with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us.
And welcome back here to Frank Verischetti Field. We are in the Heater Lumber halftime show as Port Allegany leads here at halftime by a score of 7-6 over Redbank Valley. And Mike Kalinowski here along with Dave Katis tonight. Want to thank Sean, too, our great friend from SFBN, helping us to bring this broadcast to you this evening. Well, Dave, when we look at stats brought to you by the Laurel Eye Clinic, you were curious when we were going into the break about the rushing and all that kind of stuff. How does everything stack up here in halftime?
Well, it's one of those things at your typical Redbank game. They want to throw the football an awful lot. Huffman on the evening, 7 for 15 for 152 yards and 1 touchdown and interception. Kerle with 5 receptions, looks like for 18 yards. Klaus 1 reception for 14 and a TD. Roop with 1 reception for 40 yards on the evening. Rushing Byers, they want to get him up to 75 yards. They got a long way to go. He's carried the ball 5 times right now for 16 yards, and the 3 or 4 times I've talked to Blaine Gold said if we're going to win a football game, he's got to get 76 yards rushing that football. And so they got some work to go with that. Port Allegany, no passing attempts. No passing attempts.
I'm not shocked.
Evening, okay.
Not shocked.
Peyton Stiles, 16 carries for 136 yards and a touchdown. Bliss on the evening, 6 carries for 47 yards. So, you know, Port Allegany doing a pretty good job. They got up over 180 yards rushing the football, which they want to do. And Mike, like we said early before the second quarter ended, I don't think anybody had 7-6 on their scorecard this evening before this one kicked off. But Port Allegany showed up and said, hey, we're going to play. But we're here to play. Let's forget about that last game. And Redbank missing the quarterback and everything. I think that's hurt him a little bit. Braylon Wagner, and he's a powerful kid, man. He can do a lot of different things from that quarterback position, and I think they're trying to get Jackson Huffman just to manage the game a little bit. He's thrown a couple nice passes down the field to Roop and Klaus, and they've gone up and made plays for him, but they're going to have to do a little bit more to stay up with Port Allegany's rushing offense, because the more they're going to run the football, less time is going to be on the clock. And they're going to try to shorten the game as much as they can. And, Mike, you probably noticed that a couple times they were going in. They used that whole 25-second clock, and they've had to call a couple timeouts. So they're doing a good job offensively shortening the game by using that entire 25-second clock.
And, again, want to thank for our statistics, as always, Laurel Eye Clinic. A nice job. And Mike Kilroy, too, keeping those stats for us here this evening as we roll at Frank Verischetti Field here in Brockway tonight. And want to take another quick look, too. At last word, Zocro Motors update, Central Clarion was up on Westinghouse 8-7 with some time left in quarter number 2. Now the winner of that one, Central Clarion and Westinghouse, will get the winner of the Farrell-Mercyhurst prep game. That Farrell-Mercyhurst prep game will be tomorrow at noon at Meadville High School. So that is going on
that's what
tomorrow.
We were trying to figure out who Farrell was playing, and that's Mercyhurst prep. You're absolutely correct about that one.
So that's a tough opponent, too. So, Central Clarion right now with the upper hand over Westinghouse. If they can hold on, another tough one coming their way. Why don't we take a timeout here? We're going to come back out. We'll get some keys to the second half. I'll go through the scoring summary for the first half. Won't take me very long. And we'll have more for you on the way here in the Heater Lumber Halftime Show. 7-6 is where we stand at halftime as Port Allegany leads Redbank Valley. And you are watching Kerle Tire High School football. It is the Single A District 9 Championship game, and it's all right here on the EYT Media Network.
Hey, Julie, nice deck. Did you get that at Tio Nesta Builder Supply?
It's Tio Nesta Builder Supply. And yes, Dave, I did.
Wonder if they sell siding and roofing at Tio Nesta Builder Supply.
It's Tio Nesta. And yes, Tio Nesta Builder Supply has that too. Come on, Dave. You've never been there? They have 2 showrooms for anything home improvement. Mom got a custom kitchen there. Bill down the street got the materials for his garage. They have this awesome website, www.tionestabuilders.us. You can buy online. They really have everything for the home.
Wow, I'm heading over to Tio Nesta. I know. Tio Nesta Builders.
Tio Nesta Builders Supply Home Improvement Center. Family owned and operated since 1958 with locations in Tio Nesta and Shippenville.
That sounds good. I'll check them out online at tionestabuilders.us.
Best of luck this season to all our local football teams. From your one-stop car, truck, and SUV dealer, Clarion Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Visit us on Main Street in Clarion or start online at clarionauto.com.
Brookville Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company. Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives. We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
All right, we're back here. Redbank Valley Marching Band in the background as we work here with the Heater Lumber Halftime Show. Heater Lumber, a great sponsor of Redbank Valley Athletics on the EYT Media Network. And, well, we look at the scoring summary from the first half, and the scoring summary is brought to you by Gatesman Auto Body. Port Allegany would go up 7-0. In the first quarter at the 1:30 mark, it was Stiles, the 49-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good. 7-0 Port Allegany. Redbank would come back in the second quarter. At the 10:22 mark, it was Huffman connecting with Klaus, 15 yards for the touchdown. The two-point try was no good, and that's where we stand here at 7-6.
That's your quickest scoring summary of the year.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, you're usually like Shakespeare over there, keeping things together, so I don't know how many times Redbank has gone in the locker room losing at this point of the year. Probably, I think maybe against Clarion, I can't remember, but it doesn't happen too many times. So if you're in that Redbank Valley locker room, I think everybody's starting to look at each other a little bit and saying, hey, you know, we're in for game. Everybody better start doing what their job is. What's your job? You better start doing it, you know, and help out your young quarterback, because if Wagner was in there, I think it may be a heck of a different story, Mike. But with Jackson Huffman in there, a young sophomore with limited playing time, you got to start making plays for that kid. And I think that's one of the big things. And if you're sitting over there at Port Allegany, you're saying, oh, my gosh, look at the scoreboard. You know, we're ahead at halftime of the district championship game here. And I think you got a lot of confidence coming out in the second half and doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, let's run the football and let's keep running it and see what we got.
Well, I was going to say some Katis' keys to the game, and you were alluding right into it right there, you know, especially with Port. Don't change anything. You know, they played well. They're running the ball well. They played defense well. They're standing up Redbank, you know, and for Redbank, like you said, time now to come on. And this is a team of playmakers. This is a team that can strike quick. This is a team. Prove it now. This is the time to come out and do that. You have that young quarterback, but as you said, you can help him out and make some things happen.
Yeah, because he's got to make a second half run here, and you know he may make a couple other mistakes. He already almost made one in the first half there, Mike, towards the end when he almost threw the interception to Stiles down here near the opposite side of the scoreboard. But he's going to try to make some plays too, because he feels like, hey, you know, I'm not Brethren Wagner, but I got to do something to help my team. So he might just force it in there a little bit more than what he would do normally and stuff. So I'm looking forward to a great second half here. Don't go anywhere, man. Stay and watch us, and should be really, really interesting how this is going to turn out. We still got a whole second half to go.
Yeah, and it is going to be an interesting second half coming up. We'll take one more time out. We're going to come back. More for you on the way. Teams are coming back out. They'll get some extra time to warm up, and we'll bring you the second half coming up. And we do have a quick update before we go to our break, though, as Westinghouse at the half leads Clarion by a score of 15-8. So Westinghouse up on Clarion 15-8. That's Aqua Motors scoreboard. And we'll break here. It's a Heater Lumber halftime show, 7-6. Port Allegany is leading Redbank Valley, and you're watching Kerle Tire High School football. It's all right here. Our friends SFBM, they're doing a great job, Sean, over here, and all the folks at EYT. It's right here on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
With so much to protect each day, Eric Schick Insurance and Financial Services is here to help you find the right coverage that fits your life. Call 814-275-2210 to learn more.
Locally owned and operated, Hager Paving of Strattonville provides a range of services: hot mix asphalt, cold patch asphalt, tar and chipping, and seal coating. Hager Paving's reputation in business is based on customer service, referrals, and your satisfaction. Serving residential, commercial, industrial, and local municipalities throughout Western Pennsylvania, exceptional service, exceptional quality. That's Hager Paving of Strattonville. Call 814-764-5080. That's 814-764-5080 for Hager Paving. All right, back here at Frank Verischetti Field. We're the Heater Lumber halftime show. It is 7-6 Port Allegany leading here over Redbank Valley. So we will see. We have a great second half on the way. We already talked about all the keys. We talked about everything that we expect to come up in this second half. And now for Port Allegany and for Redbank Valley, they're coming up here just a half away from who will be moving on in the state playoffs and who's going to be the champion in District 9. Kind of wild that first round is the championship game. It changes, a long time ago they would set it up a little bit differently. But now they have the 6 classifications.
A little too confusing for me all the way across the board.
Redbank will get the football.
This is my first year. I'm just trying to figure out what day it is.
Oh, first year. How long did we broadcast together before that?
First year of this high school stuff. The governor left me big shoes to fill. Big K, huh?
Well, I don't know. But, see, Bob's feet aren't large for a man his size. They're only, might be like a 10, 11.
Well, I'd much rather be where he is there in Port Charlotte. It's probably 85 friggin' degrees down there. All right, Redbank's going to get the ball here to start second half.
Funk ready to kick things off, and we're just about ready to go. 1 point lead for Port as we start the second half. We're going to pooch that down the field, going to bounce around, and that's going to be picked up. Bringing that back, was that Kerle again? I believe up around the 35-yard line, and that is where Redbank will have the football. It was Kerle. So Redbank with the football, nice field position at the 35-yard line. Looking to see, and it's going to be Huffman. We saw Wagner warming up a bit before the start of this second half, but we're going to stay with Huffman.
Yeah, I thought maybe, but you can just, he just doesn't look the same on the sidelines and everything. So good field position for Redbank. Here we go.
Trips out to the left, single receiver to the right. Here's Huffman out of the shotgun. Huffman's going to give that to Byers. Byers Cuts left, back, right, spins around, and a nice run. I'll take it up, and boy, I'll look like a nice run. He's only going to get about half a yard.
That's his game, Mike. He likes that cutback. He's going to go and string it out and then look for that inside, but Port Allegany able to collapse on that relatively quickly. Braylon Button in there from that defensive line position, bringing him down for maybe a pickup of one.
Trips on the right-hand side now, single receiver out to the left for Huffman. He's going to keep that football, fires the ball downfield. He's got a man, and he's breaking free. It is going to be caught inside the 25, and that is Klaus coming up with the catch for Redbank Valley. Mason Klaus. That's a first down.
Yeah, and Jackson Huffman, Mike, we just talked about that a few minutes ago. Your players got to come up and make some big plays for your quarterback, and that's exactly what he did. He went up and got that football, and now they're going to be deep in Port Allegany territory here on the first drive.
Ball at the 20-yard line right there at the Dubrook red zone. Here's Huffman working. He's going to send his man in motion. That's Kale. Here's Kale looking for some room. Kale cuts to the outside. Kale 15, 10, 5. Kale into the end zone for the touchdown.
21-yard run. Just a little pitch and catch to Kale. And Ashton Kale cut that ball back up, much as I talked about Byers, and just hug that sideline, and they get into the end zone on their first series of the second half.
You can see Kale, too, on that replay right out the outside with that 10:50 to go here in this quarter, in Redbank Valley quickly on the board in that first possession. They're going to go for the 2-point try here.
So pretty well set position here.
Huffman comes back, throws, and it's going to be batted away. So 12-7 is where we stand.
Good play defensively over there by by Port Allegany. Tristan Kaiser in there, the second guy to get through, knocking down that 2-point conversion. So,
all right, so I was going to say we were going to break, but let's just keep it here. 12-7 is where we stand. So nice job by Redbank Valley. Big pass play, then the run by Kale. That shows you the speed. That shows you the quick strike that this Redbank Valley team can have.
Yeah, it didn't take too long either. 2-play drive. You see it again. Nice cut by Kale. Good blocking downfield. Big 75. Klinger down there leading the way for his boy, Christian Klinger, opening up a pretty big hole.
So here we go as Owen Klaus to kick things off. Back deep will be Stiles and Bliss.
Well, I don't think Redbank liked being behind in locker room at halftime, so they erased that scoreboard and made it they're leading the football game now.
Taken by Bliss up across the 20, 25, cuts 30, 35-yard line, and that is where Port Allegany will have the football. So Port will come out. I expect a lot of the same stuff from them. You said in that first half did not attempt a pass play.
No, they didn't. So it's looking to run the football an awful lot here, and why not? They gained 183 yards in the first half running the football. That's their game.
Wolfong will come on as the quarterback here. We'll have Bliss and Stiles in the backfield. 12-7, Redbank by 5 here, and we did have that update before the end of that half as Westinghouse was leading Clarion. We'll get updates as we go on. Wolfong takes that snap, hands it off, spinning around, and Bliss is going to be dropped for a loss on the play of a yard. Make it 2 yards as he's going to be dropped at that 34-yard line. Second down and 12. Good penetration that time by Redbank, all over the top of that one. And getting up there with that tackle for Redbank Valley was Austin Eastlick.
Yeah, number 22 shooting that gap. Pretty much looked like they knew what was coming that time, so good job by that defense. A little different Redbank team that we see here in the second half than we saw in the first half, Mike. Playing a little bit more enthusiasm.
It's almost like a pistol setup here as Wolfong. Now he's going to go sidecar. They're going to have to hurry in that clock. They're going to run out of time. Do they get the timeout called in time is the question, and they do. So there'll be a timeout. Why don't we take a quick timeout, too? 9:58 to go here in this third quarter, 12-7 Redbank Valley. You're watching Kerle Tire or District Championship football, and it's right here on exploreClarion.com.
Dubrook, a division of M&B Group, is your trusted local ready-mix supplier for residential and commercial projects. Dubrook provides a full line of decorative concrete, as well as concrete supplies, along with a variety of concrete tools and accessories. Dubrook can provide services large or small for residential and commercial projects to contractors or homeowners. Dubrook is here to provide you with options and ideas to make planning your next project simple. Let Dubrook help you with the supplies you need to get the job done. Dubrook is proud to support our local communities with plants in Clarion, Du Bois, St. Mary's, Butler, Evans City, Bradford, and Meadville. Call 1-844-382-7665.
All right, back here, third quarter. Zoncro Motors third quarter on EYT. Going to go right back to action. As Port Allegany, that is, Styles keeps it over the right side, and he's not going to get much. He'll get back about the 2 that they lost, and it's going to set up a third down here in about 10.
Caden Adams in on the tackle for Redbank. Shooting that gap, shutting down that Port Allegany offense on that play.
So Redbank Valley really coming out a little more spirited here in this second half. Port now faces a big third down and 10. Let's see what they can do. Wolfong fires that football, first pass, and it is going to be caught, and it's going to be a short gain. Out there was Tristan Kaiser on the catch.
Yeah, but he's going to be well short of that first down.
He's going to pick up about 5-6 yards, and it's a fourth down now. So you're down by 5. The ball is sitting shy of that first down marker by about 4 yards. And they're going to draw back to punt. Very, very wise here.
Braylon Button back deep.
You know what they call him, his nickname?
BB.
Yep, there you go. Punts away. They're just going to let it go, and it bounces inside right around the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Nice punt by Button. No return on the play, and that's where Redbank will have it as they lead 12-7, 8:33 to go here in this third quarter.
And Mike, I'd look for the same type of setup here and everything, and I know from being around this a good bit, I know they want to get Drew Byers heated up and get him moving to try to get his 75-yard average, and those wide receivers, Kale and Klaus and Rylan Rupp, making big plays for the quarterback, so look for that ball to go up.
Well, they're going trips right, single receiver left, Byers sidecar left. Here's Huffman out of the shotgun, takes that snap, looking to throw again. Huffman looking to this right side, fires down the middle of the field, and it is going to be caught, and there he goes. That is going to be a touchdown for Redbank Valley as Kale will go into the end zone for the score. How about Kale? That ball was back at the 19-yard line. That is going to go 81 yards.
Well, just said it. Throw the ball up, make some plays.
Here it is.
And Kale did it.
Look at that. Boom.
And that was pretty good coverage, too, by Port Allegany. Julian Capel was down there, had his hands up and everything, but Kale just made a better catch and run. So Redbank now extending their lead to 18-7.
So 81 yards. Here's Klaus, and the kick is on the way. That kick is high, long, and that kick is good. So how about Redbank Valley as they now lead it 19-7. We'll break. We'll be back with more for you. It's Kerle Tire High School football right here on the EYT Media Network.
Are you a therapist who wants to make a difference? Do you want to help children and families who are struggling with serious behavioral problems? MHY Family Services is looking for therapists to join our new multisystemic therapy psychiatric team. Multisystemic therapy psychiatric is an evidence-based in-home intensive treatment approach that addresses the multiple factors that contribute to a child's behavioral problems. With this treatment, you can help children and families change their lives for the better. We are looking for passionate therapists to join our team. Apply now and become a part of the supportive and dynamic culture at MHY Family Services.
All right, here we go. Kickoff time as Klaus will tee things up and back deep again. Styles and Bliss will be back to take this kick. Redbank extending that lead now to 2 scores over Port Allegany. Here's the kickoff. And they're going to let it go into the end zone, so it will come out to the 20-yard line. Not, and
yeah, it'll bring it out. Pretty quick strike offense for Redbank again.
I was just looking. I thought there might have been a flag, but there was not.
I think only 3 plays, Mike, that Redbank has run this half, and 2 of them for touchdowns right off the bat. Or maybe 4 plays. Byers ran that one. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and then the 81-yard touchdown toss. So Port Allegany can't let this game get out of hand. They're going to have to do something to answer these points from Redbank immediately, if not sooner, like my father would say.
Well, Bliss is going to work here in the shotgun. Here's Bliss, and he can run. Good shot down there. Mid camera. Here's Bliss over the right side. Bliss is going to break a couple tackles, gets stood up in the pile, keeps moving. Nice job by Bliss. He'll take it out to the 25-yard line, or at least near it. So he's down at the 24, so a 4-yard pickup. But, boy, that pile looked stopped after a couple.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were going anywhere, and just kept leaning, and he picked up 4. He's a tough kid, that Bliss. Put together a pretty strong half, Mike, in the first half. Ran the ball 6 times, 47 yards.
So 2nd down and 6 here for the Gators of Port Allegany. Ball snap back. Hand it off. Here's Bliss over the right side. Bliss, 30-yard line. Here's Bliss out to the 35. And how about moving the chains here for the Gators, as they're going to pick up about 11 yards.
We have good running on that right side. Braylon Button, that right tackle there. You can see number 76. Good little hook block right there. And springing Bliss around that right side for a few yards and a first down.
Well, we're going to get used to this screen here. We got to get on Tyler when we get him back. I like this.
This is nice. It's a nice setup to broadcast from.
All snap back. Bliss again up the middle. Bliss bouncing off of tacklers. Here's Bliss spinning around, and he'll get nice yardage again. He'll get out near the 39-yard line. That's 4 more yards. 2nd down and 6.
Well, he tried to hit the hole and got spun around a little bit and decided to go into the hole backwards that time, and got his big butt going forward and picked up 2 or 3 more yards because of that. So,
and I like how Port's going about this too. You're down 12. It's a lot of time to go. You're down to 2 scores. And they're going right at it. They're getting nice chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah, they're not changing anything up.
Nope.
They're using that 25-second clock, taking it down.
Wilfong is on now. He'll set up. Backs will be split behind him.
Try to shorten the game a little bit.
Takes that snap, hands it off. Styles over the right side. 1st down and more. He'll get up near midfield as the knee went down there. Nice run by Styles. And that'll be a gain of 11 yards for him on that one. So they'll move the chains again. So a nice drive put together here. Here's that replay again. Look at that as he went.
Yeah,
up.
Good job by Juso Young. Yep. Little pancake block on his behalf there, along with number 76, Braylon Button. So guys up front for Port Allegany doing a pretty good job tonight.
Twins out to the left. Single receiver on the right side here for Wilfong, who works under center. Again, the backs are split behind him. 1st and 10, ball handed off. And that carry is Styles, and he'll get probably close to 2 is where the official comes in. 2nd down and 8.
Well, they cross over into Redbank territory now.
5.5 on the clock as it moves here. In quarter number 3, it's a Zocro Motors 3rd quarter on EYT. Ball sitting at the 48-yard line of Redbank Valley. 12-point lead for the Bulldogs here in this 3rd quarter. Backs in the eye behind Wilfong. They're going to pitch it back here. Styles over the right side. And then nice run by Styles. Takes it down to the 45-yard line. Gets about 3 yards, and it's going to set up a 3rd down now and about 5. So a 3rd down and 5 for the Gators.
I think Braylon Button over on that right side. Pretty good kick-out block that time. Set up a nice little seam. So big 3rd down here, Mike. 3rd down and 5 from the 45-yard line. Port Allegany's got to convert, keep the drive going.
Ball snap back. They're going to pitch it. With that football is Kaiser. Kaiser over the left side. He's only going to get about a yard. 4th down and 4. Nice stop that time. And that was Ross coming over.
Yeah, tough decision here for Port Allegany. What you're going to do if you're going to, get up across. Boy, that was a big hit that time by number 51.
Yeah, Ross.
Just coming up, and he's got some giddy up. There's no doubt about that. So it looks like Port's going to go for it here.
Down to 4 minutes. Play clock down to about 12. Wolfong checks with the sideline. He's got Bliss in the backfield.
Yeah, Wolfong, he's got his hands out. I don't know if he knows what the play call is.
He's going to run to the right side. Wolfong's going to keep that football. Follows his blockers. How about that? He's got that first down. He'll get it. He'll gain. He needed about 4. He's going to gain 5, and they'll move the chains. Young quarterback does a nice job there, Nick Wolfong.
Yeah, he just pulls up and tries to do the right thing. Boy, Rylan Rupp almost had him in the backfield. Just came up and slipped right off of him. You see about the 45-yard line there. Rupp had him, but Wolfong able to get out of there and pick up a big first down for his team, keep the drive moving.
Young quarterback doing well here. They're down by the 2 scores, but he's performing well. Here's Stiles over the right side. Stiles spinning around, and Stiles will get some positive yardage as he picks up a couple. Sets up a 2nd down and 8 here for the Gators. 19-7 the score with about 3 minutes to go here in this 3rd quarter. Glad you could be with us tonight here on EYT and our great friends at SFBN. Sean here is a great guy, does a fantastic job, and hope the game looks good for you back there wherever you're watching at.
We've got a rookie cameraman out there too tonight.
That's right.
With you on fields.
He's from Boston.
Jameson Daniels Pope.
Here we go. It's Port. 2nd down and 8. Ball handed. The ball's out. And Redbank Valley's on top of the football. That ball came out as the ball was handed off to Bliss. We'll look at it again here.
Yeah, Bliss got lit up. I think he had the football, and it just popped out of his hands after a big hit from one of the Redbank guys. Who got up there and get him?
Here it is.
Who got up there to get him, Mike? Ball's there. Oh, it's tough to see a number 11.
Is that Roop?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was Roop, yeah.
Rylan Roop.
Great shot.
Yeah, Rylan Roop. So they're going to call media timeout here, I think.
All right, so we'll take a timeout as well. 2.5 to go here in quarter number 3. It's 19-7 Redbank Valley, and you're watching Kerle Tire High School football on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown.
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at ClarionBank.com.
All right, back here at Frank Verichetti Field. Just a note, Mike Kilroy sent us Ashton Kale now 200 yards receiving tonight. Huffman with 297 passing, and Kale over 1,000 for the season. No Redbank Valley players ever had 1,000 receiving yards in a season, and so Kale will have that. There is a flag here on the play on this first play from scrimmage, so we'll hold.
Kind of limited flags tonight.
Yeah, it's been good. Did you talk to those guys beforehand or something?
Well, I usually threaten them. That's what I say. I see these guys. I notice some of these officials now that we get some close-ups on them. Somebody hit somebody in the face down there. Looked like it could have been Redbank. Illegal hands to the face, Mike, I'm thinking.
Yeah, this one might be coming back.
Trying to get coach's attention to see if they want the penalty. Personal foul. Dead ball.
Okay. So it'll be a 15-yarder. They'll back them up. So that'll go back to the 25. Well, be the 20. Well, they're going to put it to 25.
75. Got his hands up in his face. That was Christian Klinger.
Yeah, you can see it.
There.
Well, you're going to be good. You're going to be a good analyst. You're
I
going to be
love
able to look
this.
at that replay.
I know. I love this stuff, man. This is good.
We need to get to one of those little pens that you can draw.
Oh, no. I'm not going to telestrate. No, we're not telestrate. I'll leave that to Jay Caulfield from the Penguins.
Here's Huffman. Low snap's going to hand it up. Byers is going to get the handoff in the backfield, and Byers is going to go nowhere. Boy, that was going to go nowhere from the beginning, and on that tackle was Braylon Button in there.
Yeah, they're going to lose close to 5 yards, maybe 4 on that play. So Port Allegany isn't going away, tightening up that defense a little bit here.
So
It's
that
gonna bring up a 3rd and a mile.
Yeah, 3rd and about 28, which is pretty close to a mile. Here's Huffman again out of the shotgun. He's going to fling this ball. Fires the ball across the middle, and it is going to be incomplete, and then went a little long. And almost could have been picked off, too, down there by Wilfong.
Yeah, Huffman just throwing it up there and trying to get one of his big guys to make a play for him. Unfortunately, that falls incomplete, and Port Allegany should end up with some pretty good field position here.
Minute 33 to go here in the 3rd, and now the punt coming up. Klaus on to punt. Back deep will be Bliss.
Well, I'm keeping an eye on Klaus because I've seen some crazy things happen this year with fake punts, but he's back pretty deep this time.
He's going to punt. Ball's going to bounce. Bliss is going to pick that up at the 37. Spins around, and that's about where he's going to be dropped at the 38-yard line.
Good coverage that time by the special teams for Redbank. Number 7, Carson Gould in there on that special teams play.
So a minute 24 to go here in the 3rd, and a 12-point lead for Redbank Valley. District 9 championship game. The District 10 championship will be tomorrow. Lakeview and Cambridge Springs. Cole, no, that's where my dad went to college. There was a Polish college at Cambridge Springs.
That's right. I remember that. What was the name?
That was Alliance College.
Alliance. Yep. That's exactly
He played
right.
basketball there for a year.
Well, you know, also graduated from Alliance. Do you know who else graduated? Coach Al, your buddy.
Right. Oh, there you go.
He's an Alliance grad.
That explains a lot. There's Bliss. Dropped and pick up there for him of about 3 yards, 2-3 yards for him. Second down here in about 8.
Yeah, Port Allegany just staying with their own setup here, and approaching a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they're going to give him a nice spot, make it 2nd here and 7. Just under a minute to go here in the quarter. Port just taking their time, still 20 on the play clock.
And as we get closer to the end here, Mike, keep in mind that Port Allegany had to use a real early timeout here in the 2nd quarter, so they're only down to 2 timeouts as we get towards the end of the game here.
Wilfong under center, backs in the eye. He's going to hand it off. That is Stiles, and Stiles is going to be hit and dropped after a short gain. Boy, I'll tell you what, over there to get him, and there's Adams over there along with Ross. Those 2 guys have played so tough inside. You can see here again. Look at them on the pursuit. Boom, boom. It's like 2.
Yeah, 50-51 are bookends, man. And 51, Ross is he's just gutting through it with that ankle.
Port will not have to snap the ball if they don't want to. 9 seconds, 8-7 down on the play clock. Wilfong will work out of the shotgun. Here comes Redbank. He's going to keep that football, though. And how about Wilfong? Good legs, and he'll take that up near first down yardage. He's going to be dropped shy of it, though. That was a good tackle to stop him by Drew Byers, and it will be the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll go to quarter number 4, and it's a 19-7 lead for Redbank Valley. And you're watching Kerle Tire and the District 9 Single A Football Championship. It's all right here on the EYT Media Network.
Located at 511 Main Street in Shippenville, All American Awards and Engraving is expanding to provide even better customer service with that personal small town feel. From embroidery to engraving to screen printing to personalized gifts, All American Awards and Engraving is ready to help you make your organization, business, school team, or event stand out with All American Awards and Engraving's quality promotional products. Visit their showroom for apparel, trophy, and awards ideas at 511 Main Street, or visit their website at allamericanhq.com.
All right, back here at Frank Verischetti Field in Brockway. We go to quarter number 4, the 4th quarter, as the Clarion County Community Bank 4th here on EYT. Glad you could be with us tonight. We're having a great time here at the press box at Brockway High School, and it's a 19-7 lead here for Redbank Valley. Port Allegany, though, it's 4th down and 1. Let's see if the Gators can get this one. Wilfong is under center. And Redbank's going to jump. we'll see. Did anyone move on that offensive side is the question.
I don't think so. I think Redbank jumped. They got two side judges coming in.
Yeah, you could see it.
I think that was quite obvious. I think it was off sides, and it is.
That's a first down here for Port Allegany. So the Gators only down by 12 here. Could still be a very interesting second half. You can see it here right there. See the jump. Yep, there it is. Nice job by Sean there, grabbing that one.
Yeah, Nico up there doing a good job on that camera. Picking it up.
22-8 now. Westinghouse extends that lead on Clarion in the third. Just an update for you there. Here's a handoff. That's a Bliss over the left side. Bliss will be stopped after a gain almost 3. Let's see where they spot that football. So that ball just over that 45-yard line. So it's a pickup of 2, second down here at 8.
Yeah, kind of shocked. Not shocked, but that score, that Westinghouse score now 22-8 up on Clarion. I'm sure there's still a lot of game left to play at Memorial Stadium.
Styles goes in motion. Handoff. That's Bliss over the left side. Bliss tries to turn the corner, and he'll be dropped after a couple yards there. They're going to say he stepped out after only about 1, though. So ball down to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to get his shoulders turned north and south, and that Redbank pursuit able to come in and drop him down before he was able to make that big cut he needed to make. Mike, 3rd and 6 here. This is where you want that quarterback to, just that quick out pattern, that slant, something, but that's not Port Allegany's game. They like to run that football.
So 3rd down, about 5 or 6 yards to go here. The ball resting at the 42. Ball snap back. He's going to pitch it. And around inside the 40, not going to get there.
He needed to get to the 37, and they're going to mark him, it looked like, at the 39.
Yeah, that was a Styles.
And Port going to line up on the ball.
So they need a couple, yep.
Probably go a little quick here.
They got it last time. They got Redbank to jump. We'll see if Wilfong can do the same thing. He did a nice job. He's going to work out of the shotgun here, actually step to him. They're going to give that ball to Bliss. Bliss left side. Bliss hit. Bang! He's going to be dropped shy of the first down marker. And Redbank Valley's going to take over. Kale, one of the initial ones to get in there. Kale was in there. Byers in there, too.
Yeah, Ashton Kale coming up and making that big hit, and that young man's playing a heck of a football game tonight. Watch number 0 come from the backside. Cut through. Bang, right there. Knocking Port Allegany running back down. So big play for Redbank Valley. They'll take over possession.
They will. Right at their own 40-yard line. They lead by 12, 10:39 to go. Clarion County Community Bank 4th quarter. Boy, we've had a lot of great sponsors, too. I'll get on that list here momentarily.
Yeah, it sounds like the whole town of Redbank was a sponsor tonight.
Redbank and a lot of folks all around Clarion really supporting these teams well. Can't thank them enough.
Coach Gould upset, had to call timeout. 25-second clock got all the way down to 0.
Well, how about thanking some of these businesses, too? New Bethel Moose Lodge, number 366. Aaron and Merwin, PC Attorneys at Law. Clairview Nursing and Rehab Center. Longshot Ammo and Arms. Bauer Wagner Properties. And if you haven't done the search, look for Cozy Jacuzzi Suite in Clarion, Airbnb. It's really nice. And you can book your stay there. BGM Custom Wear. How about Armstrong, Indiana, Clarion Drug and Alcohol Commission? Free help is available, and recovery is always possible. Falcon Settlement, top-tier Federal Credit Union. They have locations in Clarion, Brookville, and Cranberry. Charval Candies, and with Christmas coming, Dave, you got to get down to Charval and get some of those fantastic candies at Charval for all the family.
Oh, my guy down there, Howard Schreckengoss used to run that down there. He probably still does. But, boy, they have some great candy out of it. They got ice cream out of there, too, I saw.
That's right. And we'll get more sponsors here coming up. But here's the Redbank Valley now. Huffman working in the shotgun. The sophomore's done a nice job tonight here for Redbank Valley. He'll take that snap. Hands it to Byers over the right side. Now Byers getting some wheels moving. Breaking tackles, and he'll be dropped at about the 48-yard line. Picks up 8 yards. And sets up a 2nd down and 2. That's a big one.
Yeah, good cutback that time, too. Aiden Bliss in on the tackle for Port Allegany. So they want to get going. You get down to the second part of the game. There's that right, and then there's a little cut right there, trying to get up the field. He does that so well. That's one of the best kids I've seen run that play like that in a long time in this league.
2nd down, 2.
Good for him.
Yeah. There's Kerle in the shotgun again. Byers sidecar right. And they're going to give it right back to him. He's looking for some room, and he'll lean forward, and he'll get he's very close. Flag, though, on the play in the backfield. He's shy of the first down marker by about a half a yard. Great close-up shot there by Nico up there. You could see just short, but the penalty flag. There's 2 on the play, actually. Just be one of those holding against Redbank, so it was seen by both officials. So this will come back.
Yeah, and the Redbank faithful not too happy with that holding penalty. I always remember early in the year somebody was complaining and says, you too can be a PIA official, just fill out the form.
That's right. You always can. I always push it because I officiated for years in basketball and stuff, and it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, if they want to keep this clock moving, and you don't want to get herky-jerky on a drive like this and everything. You want to have some consistency and keep things going, and that's up to Huffman now, the young quarterback making these plays.
2nd down and 12, firing it deep. And he's looking, and it's going to be caught. How about that by Kerle? And he's all the way inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. Wow.
Throw it up and make your players make big plays, and Ashton Kerle's done that all night. You might as well warm up that T-shirt because right now he's in the top of the list of my player of the game so far. He's done it defensively. He's done it offensively on a couple different occasions here. So it's nice to have number 0 in your back pocket as you cruise down the fourth quarter here, Mike.
So the Redbank Bulldogs are in the Dewbrook red zone, 1st and 10, looking to add to that 12-point advantage. 9 minutes to go here in the ball game. Here's Huffman. Hands it off to Byers. Byers looking for some room. Not much for Byers that time. He'll actually, looks like he'll lose a yard back to the 16-yard line. Good penetration that time on the right side by Port Allegany's defensive line. Getting in there to get him. So 2nd down here in about 11.
Yeah, Juso Young in on the tackle. Now we got some confusion in that backfield, and I know Coach Gold's not happy with that. They're looking at that play clock. Still got 15 seconds left on that play clock.
Huffman's going to have to hurry here. He's got 10. He's just going to have to scream the play in and get moving because they do not want to waste another timeout. 6, 5, 4 on the play clock, 3. Going to fake it to Byers. Huffman's going to go over the right side. Here's Huffman, 10. Huffman spun around, and he'll be dropped down at about the 7-yard line.
Aiden Bliss hit him initially, but Huffman able to keep his feet and turn it up the field, pick up a few more yards after that.
So Huffman down to the 7.
And he's shaking his left hand a little bit too. I think he got popped on there.
They're down about 2 now for the Bulldogs. Good shot down along the line there. You can see as the teams get set. Huffman. See if he keeps it again. Takes that snap. He's going to keep the football. Here's Huffman banging his way, and he'll have the first down inside the 5. He'll go down to about the 2 or 3 yard line, and that'll be a 1st and goal here for Redbank Valley.
Tristan Kaiser in on the tackle for the Gators. Clock continues to run. Approaching about 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter here. Redbank can put this in. They're basically going to have control of this football game, Mike, with little time remaining in the fourth quarter. So here we go.
Huffman in that shotgun, 1st and goal. Huffman's going to keep that football into the end zone, touchdown. How about that?
Big hole on that right side of the line. Good job by that Redbank Valley offensive line, and Huffman finds his way into the end zone. From 3 yards out, Redbank now in control, 25-7.
See it again, Huffman.
Big, huge hole right there on the right side. They doubled down, and boy, You could have walked through there.
I was just going to say, as slow as I am at this time,
you could have made it.
I could have done it.
You could have made it. Tyler, or other
no,
producer,
he's too gimpy.
He would have been tackled at the 3.
Klaus's extra point is up and good. So 25-7, Redbank Valley leads, and we will take a timeout. And you are watching Kerle Tire High School Championship football right here on exploreClarion and D9Sports.com. All right, welcome back. We are in the Clarion County Community Bank fourth quarter here on EYT, and Redbank Valley extending that lead 26-7 over Port. Ball picked up. That's Bliss. Bring it up 10-15. He's up to the 20, and that's where Port will have the football. Now for Port, it is they got to be able to move this football now, trailing 26-7.
Yeah, and they're not a team that's a quick strike team either, Mike. Throwing that football down the field, they're going to have to start. They're going to stay with running it. They're going to have to start picking it up. No huddles and use the clock to their advantage here, and they got to do it quick with only 6:49 remaining.
Timeout taken by Redbank Valley. Quick Zockrell Motors update for you, too. Westinghouse 28, Central Clarion 8. That's with 8:36 to go in the third. A pick 6 by Lloyd Penn of Westinghouse to put them up by 20 on Central Clarion.
That Lloyd Penn's supposed to be a really good football player, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys on that team that they're looking at some stuff down the road. The Westinghouse, the one cornerback, Keyshawn Robinson. I know he's getting looks from, as Jake told us, Nebraska, Pitt, Colorado, WVU. And he says Penn State, but I would probably take any of those other ones over that. So
yes,
I might even think about like Lockhaven.
That's the problem. We're closet Pitt fans, man.
Oh, I'm not closet. Pitt's bad.
They're just terrible. I know. I was like, geez, man, I want, just any time, just do something here. Honest, anything.
Last week I had to tell that story about when Jim Kelly came up and talked to Bob and I, and how Bob got Jim Kelly to smile and give us all a big hug. And Bob said, I root for just a few teams. Root for Pitt because of Dan Marino. I root for Miami Dolphins because of Dan Marino, and root for Miami of Florida because of you and anyone that plays Penn State. Ball dumped off across the middle. And going to see here running with that.
I think that's Styles.
Yeah, that's Styles taking it across the 40. So he came out of the backfield. Nice job that time by Wolfong to find him. Swung out of the backfield, and they're going to have a first down as he'll be out across the 40 up to the 44-yard line.
Well, good play by Port Allegany, getting himself out of the hole a little bit. Moving the ball up to about the 44-yard line. 6:29 remaining in the football game. If they can put one on the board here.
Wolfong throwing again, and the pass is incomplete. Had to get it over to that far sideline. Styles again over there. It's just going to come up incomplete. So they're bringing Styles and Bliss out of the backfield.
Yeah, and something to keep in mind. Nick Wolfong, 10th grader. Hasn't played a lot of football at that quarterback position. He's going to have 2 more years. I think he's going to be a good one, a good young man. And he's getting a lot of experience here this past year on a pretty good football team.
Wolfong looks to throw again. Fires that ball, and it's going to be knocked down.
Tried to thread it in there.
Can't see the number there.
Brock Bondra, number 4.
All right, number 4.
In there, breaking up that pass.
So 3rd down and 10 here for Port Allegany. The ball resting at their own 44-yard line. They trail here 26-7. Clock stops at 6:17 on that incomplete pass. Backs, they'll go with the double sidecar here around the quarterback, Wolfong. They're going to run the reverse, kick back. Wolfong looks to throw, fires that football. It is going to be juggled and caught by Styles, but he's going to be well short of that first down marker.
Yeah, a lot of guys touching that ball.
Yeah, it went to Kaiser. Kaiser flipped it back to Wilfong. And they're going to get about 3 yards out of it, 4th down and 7. And the offense will stay on here, of course. Clock rolling, 5:45 to go here in this one.
Trying to get the play in. So big 4th down. This is, you pretty much say this is your football game right here. If they don't pick up a 1st down, Redbank's going to take over possession. They bring the blitz.
And the ball was tipped away. The intended receiver was Kaiser. But in there to knock that ball away that time was Carson Gold.
And I'll tell you, made that play, Mike, was number 12. Mason Klaus put pressure on Wilfong that time, and he couldn't do anything back there in that quarterback position. So Fisher's going to take immediate timeout.
All right, we'll break. And it is 26-7 in favor of Redbank Valley now. We'll take that timeout. You're watching Kerle Tire High School football at the EYT Media Network. All right, back here at Brockway, Frank Verichetti Field. Ball going to be handed off. Byers getting the carry, and he'll take it down to about the 45-yard line as Redbank took over on downs.
What you said is the fog starts to roll in here at Verichetti Field.
I'll have to hurry up and get that medal ceremony in.
Yeah, that's
we'll
right.
be able to see it.
If you look at that shot we got there above.
That's a good one.
Huffman's head. Keep it up on top. You can see the fog.
Yeah, you can see right
under
there at the top.
LEDs.
Almost looks like a UFO landing or something.
It's coming off the big stream here on the right side. I don't want to be geographically challenged here, but I'm not quite sure what that stream is over there.
Keeps it. Left side. And how about a nice run by him inside the 35 and down to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of about 12, and that's going to move the chains. Root shaking up a little bit, hopping on the 1 foot, gets a little bit of help. It's been an interesting night here at Brockway as we had the rain early and it kind of waned off, came back. Now we have the fog rolling in. Kind of reminds me of the old Clarion High School field.
Yeah, coming up from the river.
Yeah.
No doubt. So Redbank in absolutely no hurry to use that 25-second clock.
Nope.
Run it all the way down.
Byers gets the carry. And he'll be stopped. He'll get to about the 30-yard line. Give him a couple yards, 2nd down and 8. And again, now that clock is rolling. And you'll see.
There are under 4 minutes left to play in this District 9 championship game. Redbank seems to be firmly in control. On their way to a title here.
Huffman with still 17 on the play clock. He's just going to take his time. The line's going to get set. Down to 7, 6. Ball snap back. Handed off. Byers again. Slipping tackles. Boy, you see how wet that field is as Byers hits the field. He's down at the 15-yard line. That's a gain of about 6 yards. So
yeah,
3rd down.
Big spray coming up.
That's a lot of water that was coming down today.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, your stars came out to play tonight, Mike, and I think that's important. And they really helped out a kid, Jackson Huffman, the quarterback, in there for Braylon Wagner tonight. And got to give that kid a lot of credit, too. He's up in the running for player of the game also. He's done a great job controlling his offense and putting 26 points up on the board tonight for the Bulldogs.
Kerle's going to keep it. And Kerle leans forward, and where he's at, he should have the first down, and that would be your ball game. And he'll have it at the 21-yard line as they'll move the chains. So Kerle needed about 3. He's going to gain 4 and down to the 21-yard line, and now they'll get that clock wound and moving. And now there's going to be no rush here for Redbank Valley. Kerle's going to switch and go over to the right side, but I think right now you'll just see everything be right on the ground.
Yeah, Jackson Huffman's going to just take that snap and try to progress forward, which he is.
Yep. Lose a few tacklers, push down. Finally, you'll get down around the 10-yard line. It'll be a first and goal here. Well, nope, just outside of the 10. Say is where he went down. Clock running. Well, they paused for a second. Now it's rolling.
All right, now they're going to put Braylon Wagner in at quarterback for his first appearance on this evening. So he's going to get a chance to play in the District 9 championship game, and I think they're going to protect him, Mike, and he's just going to take the final snaps and take some knees here, I think. But he can say he played in the game.
There you go. See, the water's starting to come down here, too, at Brockway. So a minute 40 is the clock rolling.
And we're in a pretty good monsoon out there now.
Yeah, it just like really changed very quickly. Wagner out there. Braylon Wagner led this team all year long. Got hurt in that game against Clarion.
Yeah, they're going to take that 25-second clock down a good bit, and the tent just flew from the top of the press box.
Uh-oh.
They're trying to wind that in.
So you could feel the wind really picking up quickly. But this game is over as Wagner takes another knee. And that clock will run, and he'll just have to do that one more time, and it's over. So Redbank Valley will be the district champion here, and they will move on coming up next week. They will have the winner of the Lakeview and Cambridge Springs game next week.
Yeah, and that game will be played tomorrow, so they'll figure out at a site and time to be determined.
And that's it. Redbank Valley is your District 9 champion.
Yeah, a lot of emotion. Good for those young men. Doing a pretty good job. Some trials and tribulations last year. Coach got the team turned around, and a lot of good things going down towards the end, and they're going to live on to play another day, and they're going to be your District 9 champions.
Well, we will take a timeout here. We're going to come back. We'll get everybody lined up for the medal ceremony. We'll bring that to you really quickly as this rain continues to come down. And we'll get into that postgame show, the First United National Bank postgame coming up right after this timeout. 26-7, the final, Redbank a winner. And you are watching and listening to Kerle Tire High School football right here on the EYT Media Network.
He's on the 30. He's on the 20. He's on the 10. It's a touchdown!
There's nothing like football. The lights, the cheers of the crowd, and getting a chance to see our local athletes and kids give it all they've got. Come to a game. Support our local schools. Clarion County Community Bank. A better way to bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at exploreClarion.com.
Brookville Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company. Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives. We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
All right, we're back here at Frank Verischetti Field in Brockway. The Single A championship game tonight will go to Redbank Valley over Port Allegany. Final score here was 26-7. And we are in the First United National Bank postgame show. And they're getting the teams lined up, and we're going to bring you the medal ceremony. You can see the players as they get their awards, and then we'll get ourselves out of here for the evening. But want to make sure that these players are recognized for all their great work this year. Port Allegany, boy, did they play fantastic tonight, especially early on. Really holding Redbank Valley, playing well defensively, offensively. That was after halftime. Redbank had to go in and make some adjustments because Port was giving them everything they wanted.
Yeah, it's been a fun team to watch, Mike, and we're going to get a chance to see them again, I'm sure, coming up here next week. But, you know, all through the year, I think we saw 4 games with them this year. I got an opportunity to see them a bunch of times. And, you know, they're just a well-skilled team. I mean, they got some big linebackers, some big offensive line. And, you know, if you get Braylon Wagner back in there as the quarterback, that's going to be a big thing. They got playmakers, and I think you need that going into the state playoffs because you're going to run into a lot of skill position teams and people that can run and catch the football. So congratulations to them. You know, I've enjoyed talking to Coach Gold all summer, all fall for setting up these football games, and he couldn't have been more than hospitable to taking my phone calls late at night, early in the morning, and congratulations to everybody in Redbank. It's always nice to win a football championship. The whole team rallies around teams like that, and I knew New Bethlehem and Redbank, that's a big plus for not only the football team but the entire community down there.
All right, so they're now announcing here the Port players. We'll see if we can get some of them on.
That's a good shot down there of the Port Allegany team. And, Mike, they got a young quarterback coming back next year. And, you know, credit to them, too. They've been their second year in a row. They've been in the district championship game. So that's a big plus to Coach Bernowski and everybody up at Port Allegany. And one thing he wanted me to make sure was to thank the community up there for all their support through the football season this fall. They've been nothing but hospitable and doing a great job for his players and cheerleaders and band up there and everything else. So small-town community football, man. You got to love it. Everybody, you know, takes advantage and has a buy-in, and they've had a great year this year.
Now, one thing, too, you look at Stiles as a senior, but Bliss comes back. He's a sophomore. You know, Wilfong's a sophomore. This is a team I think that you're going to see a lot out of here in the next year or two.
Yeah, I got a kid in my class, Noah Archer. Unfortunately, his grandfather passed away this week and played on that Port Allegany team last year. Wasn't able to make it to class, and wanted to make sure I send my thoughts and prayers out to his family. And just an outstanding young man, and that's a credit to Coach Bernowski and Port Allegany School District for sending a nice kid like Noah Archer down to Clarion University, majoring in sport management program. And that young man, he's going to be a rock star, no doubt about that.
Now they're finishing up with the coaching staff and all the folks involved there with Port Allegany. And, you know, it takes a lot more. You know, the head coach will always say, you know, I might be the head coach, but it takes a lot more than me to make this football team go. And you can certainly see that on both sides. We do have a quick Zocro Motors update for you. Westinghouse 34, Central Clarion 15 with a minute 19 to go in the third.
Yeah, Westinghouse starting to pull away now on Central Clarion. But Central Clarion can put up a lot of points real quick, too. You just never know. That's one you're like, you know, just never know how they can do things. So got everybody taken care of on that Port Allegany side. Good job by our cameraman down there. Jamison Daniels Pope from Boston.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah,
I know it's his first time down there, too. And Sean worked with him well, and he picks up quickly.
Yeah, so we got the whole entire Redbank team left. The media down there getting ready to take some pictures.
We'll get Redbank introductions, and then we'll do our quick wrap-up, get our player of the game, and get Sean moving, too. He's got to get over. He's got volleyball in the morning.
Yeah. Well, one thing about Redbank, they're building a program down there. They built the program. Now they're maintaining it.
Yep.
And that's a big thing.
Oh, here we go.
Coach Gold doing a pretty good job maintaining control the whole way across there. It's an art to that, Mike. You get too far in front of the public address guy or let him go. Don't hit him too hard in the shoulder. Now, Mike, one thing you see even at this level, you see some tears in those kids' eyes. You know, it's a long season. And you accomplish a goal like this is something you never forget. It means an awful lot.
Yeah, this is a team a few years ago in the state championship.
Yeah, you guys, you and Governor had that game.
You know, a lot of pride and history.
Yeah, giving everybody their due here in the line.
Moving right along. And boy, Klinger had a tough game, too.
Yeah,
Talked
he
his
did.
name a lot.
Played really well.
So now they get to the staff. See all those guys down there. Fantastic job getting those pictures.
Yep.
he's just throwing it up. He goes, here, take it. It's yours. You want it. You help me out. So nice job there. So Redbank Valley getting their championship. And now there will be the presentation of the District 9 championship
plaque.
Plaque.
This is the cool thing. Boy, a lot of new names in District 9, Mike. Peter Greco. There you go. That's what you play for. That'll be in the lobby at Redbank Valley High School.
It will be.
For eternity.
So there they go, Redbank Valley with another championship here as they celebrate. And again, Port Allegany, we're in the First United National Bank postgame show. We'll do a quick wrap-up here, but boy, Port Allegany, they have nothing to hang their heads about. Played a fantastic ball game tonight. Totally different than that first one. Came in with a great game plan, played it well, and this is a team I think down the road could certainly make some noise in District 9. They've got some talent over there. And those guys are going to grow too. And
oh, absolutely, Mike. I mean, you can't hang your hat. You know, they finished the year with a 10-3 record overall, and that's fantastic. You play for the district championship game and you win it, or you lose the district championship game, but played a real tough team. They're going to go pretty far in states, and you should be very proud of that fact.
Well, we do have a quick Zonkel Motors update, too, for you. Westinghouse 34, Central Clarion now 23 with about 20 seconds to go there in the third quarter. That game back and forth going crazy. And, well, it is time for our Hager Paving player of this ball game and this championship game. And, Dave, we talked a lot about it. Who do you like?
Well, we talked about Huffman, the quarterback, trying to do some things, throw the ball up, and have your players make some plays. And Ashton Kerle just did a great job going up and getting a few of them, a couple big touchdowns on the evening and everything. So got to give it to Ashton Kerle.
All right, so Ashton Kerle is your player of the game here in this district championship. And again, the Redbank Valley now will await the winner of the Lakeview and Cambridge Springs game. That's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at Meadville, and that'll be coming up next weekend. We're still on hold to see what's going on with Central Clarion, if they can come back against Westinghouse. And whatever games are out there, we're going to bring them to you next weekend, so stay tuned and locked on to EYT Sports. But that'll wrap things up for us tonight, Dave. A final thought.
Love doing championship games, Mike, and this was a good one up here in Brockway. The people at Brockway treated us really, really well. Two good football teams. They both have a lot to be proud of. Go back to the well if you're Redbank and come out next week fighting again. Guess what? You get to play another game.
That's right.
You're 3 away from a state title now.
Well, there you go. And we do want to thank Sean, too, with SFBN coming over to help us do our double broadcast. He's fantastic. Great setup. Super folks over there. Can't say enough about SFBN. And we wish Sean the best, too. Safe travels tonight as he goes across to do some volleyball tomorrow. So that'll wrap it up here. Redbank Valley is your champion, 26-7 final score. And you've been watching that was the First United National Bank postgame show. You have been watching high school championship football, Kerle Tire football, right here on exploreClarion.com. D9sports.com. Have a great night, folks. We'll see you again next week.